Dau glwb sy'n llygadu'r 6 uchaf. Dau glwb sy'n barod I afel yn y cyfle I herio goreion y gynghrair.
Game gynta nôl. Croeso nôl, by Colwyn. George Hughes mewn a tit! Yma Pete, dyd yn y by Colwyn yn gyfartal.
Jordan Davies, Antonio! Ac yn canfod cornel I Sarwyd! Hwna ffred y lan. Bergyd, oh my God! O Tito gan Max Maguna! Di Wilmot ar gyd cornel. A mae'r pennaid yna! Gyd cornel uchaf! Wigley ar ediad fewn i'n cwrt Wigley. Ac mae yn Sgorio. Mae Barry'n gyffyrddus erbyn hyn.
Bai Colwyn a'r Barry, dau glwb sydd yn sicr moyn gadael ei marc ar y gynghrair eleni sy'n wynebu ei gilydd yn fyw ar Sgorio heno yma ar benwythnos Calan Gaeaf. Ond I fi a Siôn Meredith yn sicr ddim yma I godi ofan arnoch chi heno. Mae yna wledd o bêl-drod I ddod dros y 90 munud nesaf. Siôn Meredith, croeso mawr ato ni.
Noswaith dda.
Noswaith dda, reit e. Bai Colwyn y Barry. Mae pethau mynd yn dda iawn pe gadw ni'r bêl fwr I ti. Pethau mynd yn dda iawn I Bai Colwyn ar hyn o bryd. Ddim cweith yr un peth i'r Barry. Maen nhw heb ennill yn I 5 gêm ddiwetha. Yw hwnna mynd I newid I tîm Steve Jenkins hynno?
Sa'n gweld pam. I fi mae Barry maen nhw'n bod yn gystadleuol mewn pob gêm. I fi dyn nhw heb cymeryd y cyfleuon, falle dyna'r gwanaeth rhwng y ddoi dîm y ffaith bod y llinell flan heb cymeryd y cyfleuon pan maen nhw'n dod. Dydy chwaraewr fel Jordan Davies I Bai Colwyn sydd ar dan wedi denu fe nôl o'r Alban. A I fi dyna'r falle'r gwanaeth rhwng y ddoi dîm y ffaith bod Bai Colwyn yn cymeryd y cyfleuon ar hyn o bryd.
Rhaid fi'n mynd I drial siarad yn reit nawr, ond ni wedi sôn am y Barry. Bai Colwyn, Siôn, I rheolwr nhw Mike Wilde yn amlwg yn enw cyfarwydd iawn I ni fel chwaraewr, ond dyma I ail dymor wrth y lliw fel rheolwr Bai Colwyn. A ti jyst yn edrych ar ei record fan hyn, mae fe'n he's a natural fel maen nhw'n gweud gyda'r busnes reoli yma.
The naturiol fel chwaraewr, wrth gwrs, pa mor llwyddiannus oedd fel chwaraewr, ond mae rai cymeryd y ffaith bod nifer o'r gemau yna yn tir 2 yn erbyn tîmau y gogledd, ond mae hwnna'n gyngre'r cystadleuol arbennig hefyd, a ers i nhw ddod mewn i'r gyngre'r, i'r uwch gyngrair, be maen nhw wedi bod yn arbennig o dda I wneud amddiffynol. A dyn ni sôn am y ffaith bod nhw'n gallu sgorio goliau, ond nhw sy'n ar record amddiffynol gore yn y gyngre'r hyd yn hyn.
A beth sy'n werth nodi hefyd, a mae Mike Wilde yn sôn am hyn yn ei gyfweliadau. Mae Danny Harrison, mae fe wrth I ochr fel yn rhan o'r tîm rheoli. Danny Harrison yn chwaraewr llwyddiannus hefyd yn y gynghrair. Wrth ystyried y gyrfaodd gath y ddoi ohonyn nhw. Ti'n surprised bod nhw'n gwneud tîm reit dda?
Na, ti'n be nilon nhw'n dda hefyd yn yr haf oedd arwyddo chwaraewyr profiadol, ond hefyd chwaraewyr sy'n gallu lido tîm fel petai. O fewn yr ystafell newydd, mae'n bwysig cael cymeriadau sydd yn gwybod sut I bihafio a dod â gorau allan o chwaraewyr eraill. A dyna beth sydd wedi bod o'i blaid yn ystod y tymor hyd yn hyn. O
ti'n sôn am gymeriadau profiadol, mae Nathan Peter am ddiffynwr yn sicr yn un ohono reini. Mae fe a rheolwr Mike Wilde wedi bod yn siarad gyda Dylan Ebenezer.
Mike, we're into a new month. It's totally opposite. Barry, glad to see the back of October. I'm sure you didn't want to see October ending the way things are going.
No, we were really good in October. We were really good in the months prior to October as well. I think what emphasises it even more is probably the points that we collected in October. And we want to carry that on in November as well. We know how important this period of time is, but we know we've got a tough task on tonight when Barry come here.
We're in good form. Obviously we're playing Barry today, but they're not in the best of form, but we've done well the last 3-4 weeks. Keeping plenty clean sheets, which gives us a good foothold in the game, gives us every opportunity to go and win the game.
The secret is hard work, and it's also having the emphasis on the fact that it's a collective effort as well. So it's not just identifying the back five, the three, the goalkeeper. It's everybody from set pieces for and against. So when we drag centre forwards in to do a job and a role and responsibility, we expect them to carry that out. And it's just having high demands and standards, and hopefully, and not all the time you get rewarded for it, but in the month of October we certainly have.
How have you settled to coming in the summer and played every game? Things seem to be settling in nicely for you.
Yeah, enjoying it, to be fair. It's a completely different club with a big fan base, which is nice to play in front of. It was a hard decision to move from Bala. I've been there for 5 years, so it wasn't an easy decision to make, but I'm enjoying it.
And just finally, Bala Town faced them right at the start of the season. What do you expect tonight?
It was a tough game down South Wales against Barry last time. We probably I don't think we deserved our point down there, so we have a lot to change. We were in a little bit of a different period then as well. So hopefully we've had a look at a couple of the bits and pieces what we can amend and help us, and hopefully that gets us the full 3 points today.
Mike, thanks for your time. Good luck. Thank you. Brilliant.
Mike Wilde a Nathan Peat yn barod amdani, felly a dyma gifolwg I chi ar dabl uwch gyngrau'r Cymru. A Siôn, beth sydd werth nodi fan hyn yw'r cynlleied o goliau mae bai Colwyn wedi ildio eleni. Llain yr seintiau newydd ar hyn o bryd hefyd. Just pa mor allweddol ti'n credu mae hwnna di bod i'r dechreuad arbennig maen nhw wedi cael nôl yn yr uwch gyngrau?
Maen nhw wedi dod â gôl-geidwad ifanc mewn, Brown. Mae fe wedi cael 6 llechen lan tymor yma. A fel ti sôn, os ti'n cael platfform o'r cefen, a fel Michael Wilde yn gweud, mae rhaid i'r tîm cyfan weithio'n galed, ond os oes gyda ti platfform ar dy tri yn y cefen yn gryf, wedyn mae'n rhoi gobeith i'r tîm.
Ie, welon ni hwnna. Dy hwlffordd tymor diwetha hefyd, just pa mor arbennig oedd I record amddiffynol nhw. Ond Siôn, ochr arall y ca wedyn ni o ran y goliau ac o ran y bari. Mae hwnna'n broblem enfawr I Steve Jenkins ar hyn o bryd. Mae yna graffig gyda ni fan hyn yn dangos prif sgorwyr pob clwb yn y gyngrair. Reit lawr ar y gwylod, prif sgoriwr y bari, Oli Hulbert, mond I sgorio 2 gol. Werth nodi oedd hwn cyn dechrau'r penwythnos yma, felly mae ambell o'r rhifau yna wedi newid. Ond Siôn, os mae'r bari wir moyn anelu gyrraedd y 6 uchaf, mae rhaid yn nhw dargedu'r broblem yma.
Ie, dyna'r broblem. Ffaith bod dati ddim ymysodwr sydd falle ddim yn cymeryd y goliau pum mae'r cyfleon yn cael ei creu, a Oli Hulbert gyda dim ond 2 gol, felly mae'n dangos y gwendid falle sydd yn tîm y bari. Fi wedi gweld nhw sawl gwaith, maen nhw'n chwarae pêl dro deiniadol, maen nhw'n gelfydd, ond y ffaith amdano, os nad yw'n rhoi'r pêl yn gefn yr rwyd, ys dim werth ddim byd.
A hwnna, ti'n eitha reit, achos ni'n mynd I ddangos y gêm gynta y tymor hwn, pan nath y bari a bai Colwyn wynebu gilydd ym Mharc Jenna. A o bosib, bai Colwyn yn lwcus I gael pwynt yn y gêm yma, Siôn, achos fe gath bari y cyfleoedd yna, ond nhw just ffili llwyddo I gael y triffwynt yn y diwedd.
Ie, yr un stori dyn ni bod yn siarad yn ystod dechrau'r rhaglen, y cyfleon, Brown yn neud yn arbennig o dda gyda I drod e fyna, ond y cyfleon diri, bai Colwyn yn chwarae'r llinell uchel, a Wilmot ar yr achlysur yma, dyn ni gweld safon Robbie Wilmot yn bennydd i'n gelfydd, ond fe gyda nhw 3 gyfle arall y bari yn y gêm yma I ennill y gêm. Hulbert yn bwrw trwyddo, a Wilmot eto, oedd I ar y llinell, ond Steve Jenkins yn cofio bod lawr yn gêm y Bala, a'r gair oedd e'n defnyddio tro ar ôl tro I chwarae, be ruthless. Yn ystod y tymor yma, dyn nhw ddim wedi bod yn digon ruthless yn y marn I.
Yn bendant. Wel, Siôn, fi a ti wedi siarad digon, felly beth am I ni glywed gan reolwr y bari Steve Jenkins a chapten y clwb Callum Sainty.
Well, Steve, 1st of November, glad to see the back of October after recent results?
Yeah, probably. Even though performances I've been pleased with, it's just like you say, not enough wins within the month. So yeah, get out of the way now and hopefully pick up a few wins now in November.
Has the lack of goals been worrying you?
Obviously it's a concern, but you know the positive is that we are creating chances, and I know the quality that I've got and the type of players I've got. I know it's only a matter of time, so hopefully he'll start today.
Callum, is it fair to say Barry need a win right now?
Yeah, you could look at it that way. I think going into this last stretch of games, the games are running out and we need to start putting wins on the board. So, yeah, we need to be winning more games now.
Manager said he's not worried about performances, so is that one consolation as well? Been playing well, just need to pick up some results?
Yeah, I think within the squad, we feel the performances have been there. We just need to get the wins on the board to match the performances now.
What have you made of your opposition so far this season? Colwyn Bay, have they surprised you at all?
I don't think they've surprised me. I think knowing Mike Wilde and how long he's been in this league and the teams he's played for, we knew they were going to be organised. We know the way they're going to play, and they've signed very good and very experienced players, so we know the challenge that faces us today. So
I think they've recruited really well, an aggressive, good physical presence, but also a lot of experience within their group. So no, I'm not surprised. And like you say, plenty of clean sheets, so they're solid at the back. But so yeah, it's a good game now to see whether we can, we can sort of get back to form in front of goal, and can we do it today against, like I say, a team that's been defending really well.
I ni bron yn barod am y gic gynta fan hyn, a dyma gêm olaf y penwythnos, felly dyma ganlyniadau eraill uwch gyngrau'r Cymru. Oedd un gêm nithwr y Bala yn fuddigol yn erbyn Llanelli. Cynarfon nawr wedi ennill 2 gêm yn olynol yn ennill iddi yn erbyn Llansawel. 3 pwynt arall i'r Seintiau Newydd yn erbyn Hwlffordd. Ceicona yn fuddigol lawr yn y de yn y brifddinas yn erbyn Met Caerdydd. Ac oedd hi'n dipyn o gêm yn y Fflint. Pen-y-bont yn dod o diol i gipio 3 pwynt fyna, diolch i gol munudau olaf y gêm o Noah Daly. Wel, i ni'n barod i fynd fan hyn, felly draw ni nawr at ein tîm sylwebu ni. On the red button, we've got Mark Jones and Malcolm Allen. Ac yn y Gymraeg, mae Siôn Meredydd wrth ochr Dylan Ebenezer.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Blue Turtle Arena in Colwyn Bay, where the Seagulls entertain Bala Town in the JD Cymru Premier League. Colwyn Bay, under the guidance of Michael Wilde, are on a run of 4 wins and a draw, with 5 clean sheets in a row, which has seen them climb into the top half of the table. Well, Barry's form has been a little inconsistent of late. They haven't secured a win in their last 5 league encounters, which makes today's game a big one for Steve Jenkins and his squad. Alongside me this afternoon, once again at Colwyn Bay, we're starting to call us the Colwyn Bay duo, Mal, is Malcolm Allen.
Yeah, evening, Jonah. What a game. Big 6-pointer, 8 games till the split in the league. People don't understand these 3 points here for Barry today could jump above Colwyn Bay, so it makes it a little bit more spicy. And don't expect soft hearts to be out there. There'll be some hard tackles, but this week it's been North against South. Cardiff went to Wrexham, they won. Now it's Barry against Colwyn Bay.
That was a 30 seconds applause for Colwyn Bay fan Dave Roberts, who unfortunately passed away in the last week. God bless Dave's family. Let's get back on the game. As Malcolm Allen's just said, what a game in prospect. Colwyn Bay versus Barry. Not much between the 2 teams in the league. And after today's performances, Mal, goals are plenty almost everywhere.
Well, let's hope we got a few, and they've kept a few for us here this afternoon, because these two don't score very often. Both teams scored only 16 goals in 14 games.
I'm sure we'll have goals this afternoon, Mal. There's the teams in front of us, Colwyn Bay and Barry. Tell you what, Mal, by the way, Alex Brown, the young goalkeeper at Colwyn Bay, we did talk about it early on, to be honest. What a,
prospect, unbelievable potential. He's only 19, the goalkeeper, but what's the secret is he's played 9 games, 6 clean sheets. Cyril, Pete and Ford, the 3 of them at the back, have given him a platform to work from. They haven't missed 1 minute in the league. They've played every game. Owen will sit there today, but the most important person is Jordan Davies, getting the ball into him. Now, Barry, what I'll say is they're setting up the same as, I don't know if they're trying to cancel them out a little bit, but for sure, for me anyway, they've got to get the ball into Holbert and Owen, because both of them can cause problems.
They are. I've watched Barry quite a lot this season, Mal. They are lightning quick up top. There he is.
Yeah, he could be in the team of the league, in our league this season already, with what he's done. He's settled in, he's in the rhythm, and Michael Wilde is giving him some advice and getting the best out of him.
Jordan Nuisance Davis, I spoke to him early on, and he was pleased with that, because he's been a nuisance to a lot of defences this year, Jordan Davis. Bryn Markham Jones, they had the big guns in action this afternoon. Bryn, he's been around the league, one of the most experienced in the league now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, knowing. Now, a lot of people won't know a lot about him. He's only got a few goals this season, but what I'll say is he was a prolific goal scorer for Lido Avan Lido, and also last season 8 goals in 24 games. He's only small, but he's sharp. He's got quick feet, so it'll be interesting to see how he copes against the 3 giants, if you like, of Colwyn Bay defence.
Well, if I'm Ieuan and I want to play against anybody, Mal, I don't want to play against a rapid defender, shall we say, like Matt Chubb at Cardiff Met, who is very, very pacey, or the likes of that. I want to play up against, and you can go back to your own experience. If you're small, if you're rapid, 3 big centre-halves could be the dream ticket.
You're absolutely so right. I'd love to play against big ones. So sharp in and around them, feel them right back when they push right into you, and you can turn them easily.
Long throw, first long throw of the afternoon. It is a long throw as well. Could be a key factor there that Callum Sainty has dropped from midfield, got back into centre half because of a player missing out in midfield. But there you are, there's Sainty away, and he could be key in our aerial duels this afternoon. Elliot Richards. He will use the first test of that afternoon. Jenkins showed to get after him, and he's passed it. Just when you wanted to see him running, Mal, it was a perfect situation early on. Referee says play on as Louis Robles goes down.
Well, it weren't a difficult pass, that's why. 5 yards, pass into space. Don't pass into his feet.
Sainty, Will Richards playing. Good balance at the back for Barry. Will Richards is the right centre half. Callum Sainty and Ben Margerson.
Yes, you know, I don't know how you feel, you as a manager in this league, Mark, about travelling up on the same day, you know, and then playing the game. I always thought...
Mal, he's in. Sorry to put in there. Ryan's gone into the box. He gets a shot off. His first shot of the afternoon. His partner there. Going back to... Ben's run across the front, going back to what you're on about, Mal. I totally agree. Totally agree. Mal, I travelled up yesterday. It was almost 6 hours. I think their boys got up here, they said this morning, in 4.5 hours.
Still a long time on the bus, isn't it? But have a look at this chance. I just think that Ieuan could have done a lot more here. Look, he had not just his feet, his ball's under his feet even. And he should have, in his mind, once he's got hold of that first touch, chip the goalie. Where's the goalie? You should know what position. He should have a geography of where the box is, where the goalie is, where the goal is. He should chip the goalie there.
Yeah. That comes from a striker who played at the top level and international football, so I'm sure young Ieuan would take that.
Yeah, but also, you know, this is during the week. He should be thinking, where's he going to score? What angles is he going to score from? Where's the goalie? If I'm on this angle with the ball, he's going to be thinking all the time, images in his head of how is he going to score.
Yeah, I think that's what Steve Jenkins said in his pre-match build-up to this game. He was interviewed by John and David, and he did say we've had chances after chances after chances. If we'd have taken all our chances, he said we could be as high as the top 3, but we just haven't gone in the back of the net.
Well, you know, the evidence is in the results.
Haverfordwest 2, TNS 3, that was a close one. Carnarvon 4, Britain Ferry 1, Bala 1, Llanelli 0 last night, Cardiff Met 0, Connors Quay Nomads 3. There goes young Ieuan off on the run again.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that little shove. Start the game. He's only 19, so get my body felt a little bit, making sure that whoever's going to go for that ball today, I'm going to be right behind you or beside you or even before you.
Yeah, I think he just let young Ethan Roberts know he was in the game.
Well, he's got a tash anyway.
It's Movember, Mal. Is that today? No, yeah, it is. It is.
It is indeed.
It is. It's a great flick on by Jamie Cumming. Jordan Davis spins across the front line. He's in acres of space there. That's a lot of space. Davis finally gets it across, straight into the hands of George Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe, who's he's made a difference for Barry. 6 clean sheets so far this season. Real steady goalkeeper at this level, Ratcliffe.
Yeah, he is now. You know, since he was released by Cardiff City, he's moved around from south to north, back down now to the Barry. The lad Shepherd at CNS is doing well, obviously, because, you know, they're full-time. They should be doing well. I think he's got the most clean sheets. But these two goalies, 24 and 19.
Future of the game?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Potential-wise, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Will Richards up top. Ollie Holbert gets it. Mikey George has had a great season at right back for Barry. Always in the thick of the action. Magason, what a ball that is across the front and well cut out by Nathan Pete. Barry have made a decent start to this game.
That was the important thing that we was talking about. You know, you don't want to be still on the bus, travelling up at the start of that whistle.
What a ball that is behind. Who can say that the long ball doesn't pay for you at times? It's a wand of a pass from J.O. in then. Almost.
Yeah,
But
nice
Louis
to
Robles
see
in.
Nice to see J.O. back. Plenty of experience there. He'll anchor that midfield, protect the defence.
Yeah, J always covers every blade of grass in that centre circle, Mal.
But he's aggressive with it.
Cyril, once again, he's got two willing runners up top. That's why the boys at the back for Colwyn Bay are never afraid to knock it long. Cyril will get out of his feet now. He knows Robles and Jordan Davis will be waiting. Will Richards with a great header. Wilmot, the ex-Newport County.
How old's he now? He's got to be 35, isn't he? Been around a long time.
Yeah.
Plenty of experience.
Plenty of experience, plenty of league experience, and he's doing well for Barry as well. Ratcliffe, good interception by the fullback.
I told you, it's not all love lost between the two sides, but I think the importance of the 3 points in keeping in that top six. I know both will, but what I'm saying is you don't want to close the gap. You don't want to allow it now with 8 games to go. I still think that 28 points will get you into the top 6 this year. There's only 2 teams who have done that before, but there's one who's done it with 27. Who's that, Mark?
I think it was a team, they were, if my memory suits right, they were really well managed.
It was you, wasn't it?
Oh, sorry, Mal. Snuck in with 27 points.
Todd Talbot in the first year of the
Super 12.
Super 12, mate. 2010-11. 27 points.
27 points, Mal. I can remember having a pint and a pasty on the night celebrating. Ratcliffe.
And I take it was all down to you, of course.
Well, a few of the players made some sort of superb efforts.
Great achievement. This is all a bit messy at the moment. No one can get really, their foot on the ball and try and control the possession, because then you're in control of the tempo.
Are we saying, Mal, because they both set up the same way?
I think
5-3-2?
I think so. I think I just had a feeling on the way here today that both teams will be scared of losing more than wanting to win. But that could only be for maybe half an hour or so. Who's going to make the first risk? Who wants to make the first mistake? No one does, of course. But they've set up to shut shop.
Yeah, I think...
be clever, going to be smart.
Strange way, it's the 3rd time I've been here at Colwyn Bay this season. And I think the away team, Carnarvon in the very first game, were all attack. And Colwyn Bay didn't come out of the blocks. Second game again, exactly, and again today. If you're going on for the first 8 minutes, it's most probably been Barry have come out of the blocks a bit quicker.
Yeah, a little bit. They haven't took any risks, but they kept to the system, and they've just been first to the second ball a few times. That's all it is. But who tactically on the side will you see that makes the changes to go for the game in the second half?
Yeah.
Maybe, but they've built their success this season on these 3. Cyril,
yes,
Pete,
no doubt at
and
all.
Ford across. He's only 20, sole fraud.
Yeah,
Ford, what a player. He was on loan at Chester, from Chester he is, but really good footballer, and he's playing centre half.
And of course, Alec Brown. Mal, Alec Brown, and you just mentioned the back 3. You're arriving into the changing room. First game, second game, third game, fourth game, fifth game, sixth game, 6 clean sheets. You're walking in like John Charles, mate.
Oh, there's no question. A lot of people say he doesn't look well football. I think he's got a presence. I watched him warm up before the game, and he was getting amongst the boys. He's not scared of nothing. He's coming out, he's getting his catches, but he's really confident. And if you get clean sheets, you're going to gain more confidence.
It's like a striker scoring goals at the other end.
He's got half a chance, if just keeps developing. He's only 19.
Yeah.
And he's had men's football last year. That's made a difference.
This is a good competitive league, man.
Oh, it is.
You know, you're actually playing.
Great breeding ground.
Yeah, definitely. You're not playing for any reserves. As Jordan Davis said, he's just holding the back of his hamstring as he's walking down, and it don't look too good, Mal.
Don't like that. There's a centre forward, and looking how quick he is over the first 5-10 yards, he doesn't need to be holding his hamstring.
Switch of play. Fired over, Aaron Williams heads it away. But Barry again, trying to dictate affairs in midfield. Ben Margerson is getting forward with the ball, puts another great cross in. It's a good area. It was a great area, Margerson. Okay, it was a little bit close to the goalkeeper, but if you're a 9 looking for that ball to come back off that goalkeeper.
It's a goal. Ben's done well, Margerson, with the ball. It's a great ball. He's played every minute for Barry this season. We've just spoke and built him up there, the goalkeeper. But
you have to have a bit of luck as well.
Oh, you do, but still, as a centre forward, I'd be screaming there myself. Why wasn't he there? Well,
that you're not on his toes.
I would be there.
Right. Davis is back on now. Jamie coming on the ball. Come in. Slide rule pass. Looking for Louis Robles. Will Richards goes back and hooks it out. Long throw on the way. Jordan Davis. Bryn Markham Jones. 11 minutes gone. Colwyn Bay 0. Bala Town 0. And the big 3 will definitely go up. Nathan Pete's up. Saul Ford's up. Lewis Cyril's up. Can Williams deliver?
Second balls.
The very fashionable long throw at the moment. In it goes. Goes through to the back. It could be. It's Nathan Pete. The long throw's back in action. It definitely is at Colwyn Bay. Colwyn Bay 1. Bala Town 0. And Nathan Pete, one of these set-piece kings in the Cymru Premier, opens the scoring.
As you know, that's his 3rd goal of the season, Nathan. And what he's done, he hasn't got involved with the first bit. He's allowed the 3 boys, the big lads, to jump up for the first one. Have a look where he is. He's on the far post. He just creeps away from his man. You know what? He's just strong. He's just physically stronger, and he holds his defender off, and he just scores. It's an easy task for him. You wouldn't expect him to miss, but these long throws, it throws a doubt in people's minds. Look at him. There's a doubt. No one's shouting, no one's screaming. Who's going to go for it? Who's going to hit it?
Well,
I'd rather my goalie be out there somewhere.
Definitely. Well, I tell you, like we said, they sent the 3 Musketeers up, and one of the Musketeers has opened the scoring. And they've been doing it rather a lot this season.
Yeah, Ford's done well on the near post, just giving Sainty just a little nudge as he's about to head it. So he's missed everyone, and once the ball bounces, it's all in the forwards. I'm looking for a word in Welsh that turns to English. Advantage. Once the ball bounces in the box, defenders hate it, and forwards love it. And he was a defender, up for a long throw.
Absolutely.
He has anticipated first.
Nathan Pete's 32nd goal in his 238-game career in the Cymru Premier. And that's good numbers for a centre-back. Very good numbers.
You know what you're going to get from him every week.
Chance again. Jordan Davis gets a shot off. Ratcliffe. Colwyn Bay have come to light in the last couple of minutes. Bala Town may have made the most passes in the game so far.
But you're a manager. You've done your homework. You would have watched Colwyn Bay play a few times, wouldn't you, before this game? Surely they know about the long throws. Would you have a word with the goalie?
If it's for me, Mal, anywhere in the 6-yard box, if it's outside the 6-yard box and it's short, I don't think the goalkeeper can go wandering. If it's in the 6-yard box, I want my keeper to come and have something to say.
Okay, he's past the near post where the ball comes from. But I still say, if you've done your homework, just go and attack it. We'll defend round you. You shout, scream, scare everybody off, and come and get it.
Well, I watched Liverpool against Brentford a week or fortnight ago, and the first minute the ball was just thrown in exactly the same. It is happening everywhere. I think there's only a team who've stopped giving goals away now, and it's not in this league, it's in the Premier League, and it's the Gunners again. What a record they got at the moment.
3 goals conceded in.
What? Who is the defence coach there? I think he...
they celebrate clean sheets after the game, like winning the game.
Well,
that's great, isn't it?
It's almost the way Colwyn Bay have been. We're talking about scoring. As we said, they got 6 clean sheets in a row, and now they're 1-0 ahead. If they get to 7th, the points are theirs. Game on. Colwyn Bay 1, Barry Town 0.
Yeah, but you get the feeling that they love defending. That's the difference. They love, like I love scoring. They love defending and keeping clean sheets. Got a bit between their teeth now, and they've got something to defend.
Ollie Holbert in view, the ex-Bristol Rovers striker, and Ian Owen could be the two key men Barry will be depending on to get back in this game.
You don't want them to get tired now. You know, I don't want to make excuses about their trip up here, 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Don't want to make that excuses anymore, and there won't be any excuses on the pitch for Steve Jenkins' team either.
Game on, Mal.
I like 1-0 because Barry now will have to make something happen to get back in the game.
Yeah, well,
might not be straight away.
Yeah.
But it must be 25 minutes, half an hour.
It's not going to be a stalemate of 0-0, and that's what we didn't want. We said there could be goals in this game.
But what's been the results of these two teams over the last 2 or 3 years?
Draws.
1-1.
Yeah, I think we'll have a few more today. Barry have 7 draws so far this season, by the way. Colwyn Bay have 6. The top league scorers, Jordan Williams with 12, has added 2 to his score sheets again today. Jordan Williams goes up to 14 in TNS's 3-2 victory at Haverfordwest. Jordan Williams is another player, Mal, who's he's been around. He hasn't been the main man at TNS for years, but he certainly seems to have found his scoring boots and he's doing the job.
Well, what he's done is he's gone to Craig Garrison at the start of the season and he's gone, look, I want to take more of a role in the team. And he's gone score more goals then.
And that's the answer.
And that's what he's done.
That's the answer.
So he's in the team every week. And Ben Wilson, they've given a lot of money for him, but they're expecting more next season.
Should imagine so.
Still, I'd expect more now.
Yeah.
With the money.
Oh, definitely.
But Jordan, sometimes it inspires people to prove I'm still good enough. And that's what Jordan Williams has done. He's looking for a new contract end of the year.
Ricky George, hook forward. Yeah, and when you do get the 1-0 lead from a long throw, every time that ball goes out in the last third now, I don't think there's going to be any doubt that Aaron Williams, the right wing back, is going to be pinging it across. So there could be a few more of those sort of episodes in this game yet. Which way is it? It's a Barry one.
I think how they complement each other, this is, of course, Steve Jenkins, he won't be happy, obviously, with the defending of that long throw for the goal. But I was just thinking how Danny Harrison has complemented Michael Wilde here. One an ex-centre forward and one an ex-sitting, disciplined midfield player. Yeah. A proper 6, if you like, that just defends.
You're playing under the type of coaches like Ken McKenna, Andy Morrison.
Yeah. Do you know, I'll only say these to a few people, and I'll say to you, Mark, I would love to have played for you. I would love to play for Michael, because he can give me things, he can understand me as a person to stand with, and then he'll get the best from me.
Doing his job so far at Colwyn Bay. Of course, he got him promoted last season, Michael Wilde, and this summer he's had excellent signings. Maybe one of his best was Jordan Davis a week before the start of the season. What a signing that was. Go to the Scottish Championship and get yourself a centre forward to play in the Cymru Premier League.
He's been fortunate that he's been backed to go and get him, but you know what? Jordan hasn't let him down. I think Jordan's a class player. Like I said at the beginning, I think he could play in the league side. He's the best. If you pick the best team in the Welsh League,
he's in. Sorry, Mal. It's a great effort. Oh, no. What a goal! He's been weeks and weeks. It's the youngster Ian Owen who said about working hard, Mal. He just pressed the goalkeeper. Have they made a mistake in the last 6 weeks? They haven't. They have now. And who snapped up the goal? Ian Owen. He makes it Colwyn Bay 1, Barry Town 1.
Well, we said we've got a game in our hands, didn't we? And now you see Brown. He's a bit slow here and getting out. And then Ian just beats him for pace. But look, there's no... Okay, I take that all back. It's not Brown's fault.
No chance.
Cyril's got, he's got all day, he thinks, to pass that ball. But you've got to make sure that he gets there.
It's a brilliant finish. Shall we give him, I know it's a mistake, but shall we give him some credit? Watch this. Out he goes, right foot, head up, first touch, left foot. He's 20 yards out, by the way.
No, I expect him to do that. I think he's got the qualities to do that.
He's just shown it. Colwyn Bay 1, Barry 1, game on. 19 minutes on the clock.
Once you take the ball around the goalie on that kind of angle, you've got to go and swing for it the first time, because otherwise somebody's on the line.
And he did.
He produced it, didn't he? Great goal. Back in the game.
We're talking about, as we said, a youngster who's missed a number of chances this season. When you score a goal like that, the next one.
Yeah, well, the goal gets bigger.
Yes,
when he scores.
Of course it does, Mal. Set play.
In your mind it does, put it that way.
Set play. It's whacked out. Headed clear by Wilmot. Jordan Davis heads it back across. Owen on the edge, gets it across. Blocked by the big man, Sainty. I think Aaron Williams has just done his hamstring chasing Ian Owen unbelievably. Owen just misplaces his pass.
I love Steve Jenkins right in front of us here, just shouting, screaming, take him on, run him.
I think everybody was. Great ball in, Jordan Davis to make it 2-1. What a save, Ratcliffe. And what defending also from Magason following up. Brilliant break from Jordan Davis. Lost the shot off. Great save from Ratcliffe. Great sweeping from Magason.
Yeah, he's got a smile on his face, but you know what? This should be a goal. Rob Les, great ball. Pace, perfect. Look at this. He's looked up. You see the goalie. He took the shot on. Chip. Far post. He's got more time than you think it, because he's looked at where the goalie is. Look at this side. Look at this corner across the goal. He's gone for the near post one, which is easy for the goalie to make a save. There's a big gate open on the far post. Go across.
Yeah, I love that. There's a bit of respect between the two. He shakes his hand. The cross comes over. Mal, we were worried about a dull, boring draw. We could have a goal bonanza here this afternoon, the way it's going.
Let's hope so. But with his qualities, Jordan Davis, he's got to score. I wouldn't be shaking the goalie's hand, by the way.
Standards, Mal, standards. I thought it was a great save and great sweeping from Magason, by the way.
This is sounding like North against South on the, up here with us as well.
Ratcliffe knocks it down, gets the free kick, does exactly what you ask him to do, come and punch the corner all along, throw away, and he gets himself a free kick in that act.
But this is, we heard him from here there, keepers. So people moves out of the way. People are scared of him. Keepers, he's come and punched it, he's got a free kick. Don't leave the doubts in the air.
Albert.
Make a decision.
Magason again. The right back is always playing the right wing back role. Wilmot. Barton. Richards. 22 minutes on the clock in the JD Cymru Premier League. At the Blue Turtle Arena in Colwyn Bay. Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town 1. Entertaining encounter already. Mickey George. Wilmot on the edge. George. Elliot Richards. Richards gets a shot off. Chance for his second goal. Goalkeeper spills. And Ian Owen makes it in a brace. We've talked all day about youngsters in the game, how well the goalie was doing. He might be a little bit disappointed by that one, but Ian Owen is the happiest man on the park at the moment. Owen with his second. Bay 1, Barry 2.
Well, you know what, right? You talk about concentration in games. Goalies have got to keep theirs better than anyone's. Now here, he's facing the shots. It's not the hardest. You've got to expect him to make the save, and he knows it. I don't want to be too critical, but he's got to do better. Jan, give him all the plaudits, the credit he deserves for following in, because that's a sign of a natural goal scorer who feeds off goals. We spoke about his first goal. He wouldn't have followed in that if he hadn't scored that first one. That's the confidence he's got.
He's on a brace in the 25th minute. And sometimes you have to give credit to the manager as well, because Ian has missed a few chances, like I said, this year, but Jenkins obviously sees something in the youngster.
Speak to Steve earlier, and he said he's had more shots than any forward in the league, he thinks.
I think so, yeah.
But he's missed quite a lot. So you are going to miss him to score him, I said to him. But what I would work with Ian is, he's got a great on anticipation in following in, okay. But just to get a one notch better player Just go through what angles, where the goalie is, where the goal is. Get a geography in your head. Mapped and tattooed.
Game in prospect. Great ball. That is Luis Robles. Close behind. Referee has a strong look at it and says to Robles, up you get. Big shouts in front of us from the Colwyn Bay dugout. It'd be interesting to see your VAR man, Malcolm Allen.
I'm actually not, because VAR gave me a Christmas presents last year and took it away on Boxing Day. So all I'm saying to you here, it's not a penalty for me.
Not enough.
Robles don't do enough. You know, he's got to be stronger and hide the ball a little bit better. Then he can do his jig and turn and have a shot on goal. But don't just let the small push, you know, and go down as dramatic as that.
Yeah,
there's never a penalty.
There is a lot of it in the game at the moment. Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town 2. We may be following the goal bonanza that's gone on in the Cymru Premier League this afternoon, Malcolm Allen.
Well, let's hope so. You know, this 25 minutes is followed by...
One thing we'll just have a couple of seconds on talking about, Mal, and we're not looking for praise, but at the start of the game we did highlight the...
Oh! Do you know what?
That's right in front of us. It's red.
Honestly...
It's red. That's 5 yards in front of us. We are right in the gantry.
Yeah.
5 yards in front of it, and the red is brandished straight away to Lewis Cyril.
Yeah, honestly, I saw it right in front of me here. I don't think it's going to hurt him, but he's definitely gone over the top. Yayan's got there first. He's got there first, and Cyril's just kept going with his foot, and he's gone down his ankle.
Well, one of the most experienced referees in the league brandishes the red without any doubt straight away. Yayan Owen is still on the ground. We'll definitely get a look at the replay. It is a big talking point. Big talking point. But what I was about to say, Mal, before they play the replay is, at the beginning of the game, we talked about a young, sprightly, small forward. His best opponents will be big, and he's proved it.
Yeah, he has.
He's proved it. He's run through them like running through trees, hasn't he?
Yes, he has, and he's... Have a look. Oh, there's no complaint.
Just a little bit high, isn't it?
Yeah, well look at he just changes pace there to make sure he gets his touch, and he carries on his leg.
Oh yeah, no doubt. For me, Mal, to be fair to yourself, you've seen it very early, and I don't think the big man Lewis can complain too much about that.
No complaints.
Right in front of the dugout.
He'd be sorry now. He'd be sorry that he's done it now, because obviously he's letting his team down as well. But they'll have to reshuffle a little bit. Colwyn Bay, but this lad, 2 goals. Obviously, you get a lot of confidence, but more than that, he has got an attitude that give me more. Throw anything at me.
Just for the people watching, Mal, just a minute. You've seen young Yayan there. What is the shin pad rule at the moment? Because it seems to have crept back in again now. This silly rule for me. That some of these players are wearing shin pads about 3 inches, 4 inches
above their ankles.
Just above their ankles. I mean, they're there to protect you, Mal.
Yeah, I know. Some of them don't feel comfortable in running in them, but most of them do. I don't know if it's a fashion thing or what. If they've got a condition that their ankles are, weaker, then they, push them further down. But I can't see every player doing that.
Barry now 2-1 ahead with 11 men against a 10-man Colwyn Bay. Lewis Cyril sent off in the 27th minute. At the Blue Turtle Arena.
What we have to remember is Bryn Markham Jones, the referee, he refereed the Haverfordwest game here earlier on in the season when Colwyn Bay won 3-0. 2 red cards for Haverfordwest in that one.
Well, I don't think there was... again, Yayan Owen flashes it across the box. He is the man of the moment.
Just changes gear.
He's the man of the moment.
In that split second, he changes gear and he goes past people. I like that.
Forward hooks it away.
That's what gets you to the next level.
Jenkins, the Barry manager, was talking about the chances his team had all season and have been put away. He debated it for weeks and weeks, stuck with his 2 forwards, and it's just paid off this afternoon because, Mal, they got some great substitutes on their forward substitutes as well.
Can I ask you, Mal, when your manager gives the team that belief of, hey, we created the chance, they'll go in, they'll keep doing it. They've got to keep believing in it.
Yeah. Elliot Richards. It's be interesting to see now. It looks like they've gone to a 4. Back 4. Ford at the back with Nathan Peat. Still got Ethan Roberts as fullback. Aaron Williams as fullback. Yeah, they've gone to a 4 for now. 4-4-1 it looks like, with just Jordan Williams at the top. I think they'll go to a 4-3-2, by the way.
I think when they're defending, they'll get everyone behind the ball.
George, Mickey George, great ball. Mickey George is whipped across the front again. Barry flashing, crosses over now. Another goal at this period could be massive.
Well, when you get a share of the game, you've got to take advantage and score, haven't you? They've got 11 players now. It was a great run, great channel run down here. Not getting caught offside there.
Richards.
Well, it was Richards who actually made that run as well.
Whips it across the front. It's hooked clear by Jay Owen. Roberts. I don't think you want to be diving in at the moment after the red card just being flashed the other way. Jenkins there shouting to his defenders. Stay on your feet, I think was the shout. He's just in front of us, Jenkins, and I could hear him myself. Stay on your feet. You don't hand any presence back, Mal.
That's one thing you don't do. You're in the lead. You're playing against 10 men. Don't go do anything silly. And that is maybe the discipline. You've got to make sure that you keep your discipline and your head in situations like this.
Great ball.
It was.
Oh, it's a big chance. I didn't realise he was as close as that. We were a little bit obscure when it happened, but that's a massive chance for Ollie Hulbert.
Top scorer, wasn't he, last year? And, you know, he's only 22. He's only a youngster as well. But what he didn't do, what he was doing last year, he didn't commit to the run. If he commits to the run, he side foots that in, no problem. He's half-heartedly, oh, shall I? Can't have that. Any doubts? There's no doubt. Get there.
Yeah, okay. Long throw again. Williams, Nathan Peake goes forward this time. Lewis Cyril won't be in the box this time. Ford, Davis goes short with Louis Robles peeling off. Williams stands up to the far post, great ball. Ratcliffe punches. Edwards puts it to the back post. Nathan Peake heads it back across. Ratcliffe will collect and take some sting out of the game, which has really developed. There's the league in front of us. Without the top three, that is almost a mid-table.
Yeah, but they've jumped over. If they stays like this, you know, the Barry. Oh no, they haven't.
Well, they'll go into the top six where they want to be, Mel. That's where Barry want to be.
Well, how unlucky were they last year?
They were, definitely.
Oh, no question about it. Bala thrown a lifeline with that game against Connaskey at Flint in the fog.
In the fog. Fog on the time. Great ball. Again, the runners up top are causing problems with their pace. There's no doubt about it. George. With that extra man now.
Yeah, but you've seen Barry a lot more than me this season, Mark. You live not far away down there. Hold on.
Owen whips it to the back again. He's picking runs. And the players are picking him out.
Have they got the quality technically to keep the ball with 11 men?
Yeah, like you said, that's why Jenkins told us, I think, at the start. That's why they have created so many chances this season.
I can't even see his pads, by the way. Yeah.
Great ball again.
Must have them on.
Margerson has fired a lot of decent balls in down that right side channel this afternoon, you know. Mickey George is available out there. And Owen is just picking that space up all the time.
Well, he's clever. He's coming to meet the ball first, and he just spins quickly in between, you know, two defenders now. He used to do it when the three defenders were in there. They didn't know which one was marking him because he was going in between.
Robbie Wilmot, big couple of minutes coming up in this game. Can Barry get a third? Can Colwyn Bay hold out? Decent corner. Will Richards arrived. Tried to get something on it, didn't get enough on it, and it goes out. But it's still down in play there. Robles. Callum Sainty.
I don't think there'll be any rush on Barry's side, but they'll want to keep the pressure on. Well, they've got to be clever with their possession now. You know, if I was them, I'd just try and move the ball from one side of the pitch to the other quickly, so you can take advantage of 2v1s.
Yeah, by the look of him, Al, that's another great header as well by young Owen. By the look of him, Al, by them going down to 10, it's freed up Robbie Wilmot in midfield. Now, that is an ex-Football League player, right? who really loves getting on the ball. If you free him up, he'll open gaps for Barry.
He's capable, no question of that.
Corner. Wilmot will take the corner. Richards draws out Jordan Davis. Back post corner, Will Richards will be the target. Williams. Oh, it's a good chest down. Hook clear by Jamie Cumming. Colwyn Bay just sitting in. Michael Wilde, most probably more than Steve Jenkins, needs half-time at the moment, Malcolm.
No question about it. But I'm just thinking about Michael Wilde. I know he's a, inexperienced manager as such, maybe 18 months down the road now. Has he trained for this situation?
I think he is a very thorough manager, and I think it has happened to him, like we said a couple of times. They have had red cards before, so I think he'd have been through it. They're dropping off in that sort of manner, as if they've played like it anyway. But Barry are looking comfortable and passing it really well.
I just think if they defend too deep, he invites problems because they're going into their own box.
I take what you're saying, but for me, just looking on, there's Sgorio on Monday evening, 10 o'clock, with all the goals from today. If they do go deep, by the way, Mal, I'm just checking you out here. If they do go deep, Colwyn Bay, perhaps it stops the space for Ian Owen to run into and Ollie Hulbert, which they were enjoying.
Yeah, I know, but there's times when you can do that. I feel right now that they are too deep. I know there's no pressure on the ball, but they could nick 2 or 3 yards, which then pushes the midfield players on 2 or 3 yards.
Wilmot again. Sainty will push in from the back, and he can pick a pass. Callum Sainty. Richards, edge of the box. Ollie Hulbert just tackled.
Will Michael Wilde be brave enough at half-time to tell his defenders go 1v1 now? He's back in again.
Yeah, he may have to. I'm sure, from Michael Wilde's experience, alongside his staff, I think they just want to stay in the game now to the last 20 minutes. If they could go into the last 20 minutes at 2-1, I think he'd take that Mal all day at the moment.
Yeah, completely controlling the possession. That means they're running the tempo as well, slowly, quickly, doing what they want. Just like a training match now, isn't it? Just defence against attack.
Yeah, Barry is, by the way, Colwyn Bay getting that early goal. The crowd here were really on and up. It's gone awful quiet here. They've taken the sting out of Colwyn Bay players. They've also taken the sting out of the crowd at the moment, because Barry is certainly dominating, Mal. Richards. Wilmot again, just conducting affairs in there again. Nobody anywhere near him. Margerson. Ben, if you were watching Bruno Fernandes a couple of weeks ago with that goal he set up for Man United, it's just a little bit different. Well, Ben tries to put it back across the front. First thing he's done wrong all afternoon. We'll have to let him get away with that.
He's had a great season, so I'm not going to complain either for him. But for sure, they look strong. They're in a great position here to take all 3 points. But that's when, if you get complacent in your head, and I know that's, you're looking at the manager, how much experience Steve Jenkins has got. He's got to get that into him, implement it, half-time. Worst result you go home with is a 2-1 win.
Elliot Richards has been good on the ball so far again. Mickey George, he's made that right back slot his own down at Barry. Callum Sainty. Williams puts it into the far post. Overload. Richards on the edges. George. Will George get a shot off? He stands it up to the back post. Not the worst corner. Chance for 3-1. Big chance for 3-1. Hulbert surely should have put it 3-1 ahead there. He gets one chance from 4 yards and one chance from 3 yards, and it still hasn't gone in. What a game changer that could be.
Well, yeah, the goalie again, it's a bit shaky for me coming out. I know he's overstretching and his body's underneath him, but still, you've got to clear your lines, if anything. Don't try and catch it when the punch is needed.
Well, you said you thought Colwyn Bay might drop off. They really are, like you said, now dropping right off. Nathan Peat, Saul Ford, Aaron Williams. They are just camping just above that. Never mind that 18-yard spot, it's a 12-yard spot.
Yeah, they are. I just feel that it's just inviting problems. You know, they'll find a gap. If they move this ball quickly enough from one side of the pitch to the other, and Colwyn Bay haven't got time to shuffle over, then they'll find the gaps. Just be patient.
Hulbert. It is Wilmot, Mal, who's pulling the strings. Like I did say earlier on to you, if he gets a free roll, George.
I know.
Ferguson. Can Richards pull it across? Does pull it across. Good clearance from Nathan Peat under pressure. George wins a great header and gets a free kick. I think we might have a replay of the chance here, Mally, when it drops.
Yeah, there's the cross. Punch. He's trying to... Do you understand what I'm saying? He's trying to catch it. Instead of punching, clear your lines, and then people will get in a better position to stop a goal. And that's what they did in the end anyway.
I think I'll have to give Nathan Peat a little bit of credit there on closing that ball down from Hull, but this should have been the third goal. But Nathan Peat put his body on the line to stop it. Free kick. 41 minutes on the clock. Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town 2. Barry pushing for that third goal before the 45th minute. Wilmot, header. Sainty. Perfect delivery, perfect delivery.
And he's running onto it. He's not having to slow down or, you know, just get the ball. Is he behind him a tiny bit?
Just a little bit, yeah, it is.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He's right in front of him, Mark. He's got to score. You know, he took his eye off the ball right at the last minute. Look, he's got a free header. He's just going to, you know, make sure, makes a good contact. Use the pace on the cross.
Well, you did say, Mal, that Jenkins had done his numbers and his stats, and Barry have missed more chances than anybody this season. And in the last 2 minutes, they've missed a great headed chance and 2 big chances in the 6-yard box. And Colwyn Bay are still hanging on at 2-1. And with the form they've shown this season, they are definitely still in this game. Williams. Robles. What a turn-up it'd be, Mal, now, were they to turn this game around and get an equaliser before half-time.
Yeah, it'd be difficult, but when you've got Robles and you've got Jordan Davis, you've got half a chance, because they can create a chance for themselves as well. They don't have to depend on other players.
Yeah, you know, that's the confidence. He's lashing the ball 40 or 50 yards across the pitch now. What a couple of goals that do your confidence, Mal.
Hey, goal scorers ones, especially the tap-in. That'll mean the world to him, that tap-in.
Wilmot. Good balance in the Barry side with the wing-backs. 2 good wing-backs. Ellis Williams and Michael George, 2 young, fit wing-backs.
I know goals gives any team confidence, but I know playing against 10 men also gives you confidence, but they're having so much time to play the ball around at the moment. I'd just have to, if I was Michael Wilde, take a risk, take it off, go and push right on them. 10 players against 11, push right on them, see if they're still going to... Because it's too easy at the moment. They're just trying to hit them on the counter-attack, but they've got no players up there when they actually win the ball.
Callum Sainty. Sainty will be keen to go forward as the extra man. Ellis Williams whips it across behind the goals. Corner, yes, it is a corner. Could be a very important corner as well. 44th minute approaching. Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town 2. Callum Sainty will be one of the main men looking for the goal from the corner.
Well, he's having a good time in the middle there. Well, no, he's not. Cold.
It's whipped across. Bounces. It's been... it hasn't been a penalty area, Mal, with confidence, which would have showed 6 clean sheets in a row. It has to happen. It has to happen sometimes. Clean sheets don't go on forever. But it has unhinged them a bit, hasn't it?
There's no question, but they haven't it's not normal for their goalkeeper to be shaky as he has been first half. It can have such an effect on the rest of the team.
Yeah, you did talk about giving silly free kicks away. 3 added minutes, and in the 45th minute, you don't give a free kick away against a side with the quality from set plays that they've shown all season.
Well, if you look at it right now, what we've seen in the last 15 minutes is that this is the only how Colwyn Bay are going to score. By their set plays, long throws.
Jay Owen goes down with an injury by the look of it. Ellis Williams. Jordan Davis was always going to go over.
That's but just a bit naive defending. I hope Jay Owen's okay. Last thing he wants is another injury. After just coming back from one. Well, he looks, he's holding his calf.
Cargbo. The swap could be made before half-time, so he must be injured because there's only 2 minutes or a minute to half-time. Just going to make the swap anyway by the look of it. He's obviously passed it on to the physiotherapist and said, I'm done.
Yeah, look, he can't run. I hope it's not as worse as what
Eunice Carbo.
You can see
coming on.
Off.
Substitutions.
James Owen.
How many times has this happened when you're out for a long time with an injured? You come back and it happens. You know, another muscle goes.
Yeah, it's a tough one for James Owen because he's got back in the side and he's really enjoying it. I spoke to him at the start of the game. He's really pleased to be back. So that's a disappointment for James. But Eunice Cargbo has to come on. He had the man of the match the last time we were here a couple of weeks ago. Can he turn things around for Connors Key? Plenty of energy in his game.
Yeah, it certainly helped. Don't know how much of an influence he will have in this first half with about 2 minutes left, or less than that.
Nathan Peat will be looking for the equaliser. He's up in the box. It'll be whipped across by Jordan Davis. It's a decent header away. Has to be knocked back in. Williams being tracked by Ian Owen. Edwards to Roberts. Roberts to Edwards. Edwards wanted a free kick that breaks on if he does it. Foot race. Ollie Holbert gets tracked all the way by Cargbo. Throw in for Barry. 30 seconds before the half. Malcolm summing up the first half. It was a bright start by Barry. The goal from the set play from Colwyn Bay gave him the 1-0 advantage. Barry fought back with 2 strikes from the youngest man on the pitch up top. Just about the fair result at the moment.
Yeah, not the youngest man, the smallest man as well. You know, not just the youngest. Yeah, he's sniffed them out. Got 2 goals. They'll give him more the confidence. But, you know, you can't get a better chance 2-1 up playing against 10 men for 45 minutes. But if you don't concentrate, and if you don't put that effort in that you've done in the first half, you're not going to do it. Because you saw what Colwyn Bay can do. They can hurt you.
So big jobs at half-time for both managers, Steve Jenkins and Mike Wilde.
Mike Wilde has got to risk. He's got to push his team
Be
and go
interesting.
1v1s and then push Colwyn Bay right in the faces of Barry in the second half. Don't let him do this.
Yeah, no. So you're saying basically, Mal, you'd like to see him go 4-3-2 and keep the 2 nuisances up top.
100%. Move your back 4 right into the, you know, not on your edge of your box.
Yeah.
Push them up 20 yards. Then the midfield players will be 20 yards. Then the forwards will be 20 yards. So when you win the ball, you're in the box nearly.
Second half will tell. Could be the last kick of the first half. Referee looks at his watch once again. Bryn Markham Jones blows the whistle at the Blue Turtle Arena in Colwyn Bay. Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town 2 is the half-time score. From myself and Malcolm Allen. Look forward to seeing you in the second period. There goes the main man of the first half walking off. Ian Owen leaves with a brace. Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town 2.
And at half-time,
Diolch yn fawr iawn, Dylan. Wel, mae yn benwythnos Calan Gia ac oedd hwnna'n hanner cyntaf hyn llefus i fai Colwyn. Digon i fi a Siôn Meredith ddadansoddi yn y man, ond cyn hynny mi oedd na un gêm nos Wener pan oedd Llanelli sydd ar wilod y gyngrair yn gwneud y daith hir lan i'r Bala. A dyma bydd y gwyddodd ar faes tegid.
Rwy'n chwith, Louis Hall. Rwy'n dal i fyny yn y gwynt ag at y post un pell a mae'n taro'r trawst. Y Sancan harn ar clirio. A Bright wedyn. Mendes gwaith da gyda fo. Ibrahim. Blaen i Burke. Lledu'r chwarae i Louis Hall. Nôl i Ibrahim yng nghanol cae. Nw'n brasgamu ymlaen. Messi bo rhyddau Harry Dean, doedd ddim yn cam sefyll. Ibrahim yn car ymlaen, erediad. Chyfell yma ddim i godi. Amddiffyn y cochion ym Mhobman. Chydig dros 30 munud o'r gêm di chwarae. A mae Olamaid Ibrahim di rwyddo i gol cyntaf y tymor yma. 9 munud o'r hanner cyntaf weddill. Jenkins yn ei chymyti. Dan y mur sydd i ddwylo'r golwr. Mae'n ddisgynodd reit hawdd i'w chwith i gasglu hwnna. Ond oedd hi'n ergyd ar y targed. Jenkins yn troi. Isiwm ti beit John Owen. Grwysian dod i mewn tuag at Parsons ar ergyd. Mae'n tar y cefn Harry Dean. Cyfle arall i Parsons. Oedd e ar digbw. Burke yn ildi'r gig gornel. Crôn yn y beniad o'r ffordd anghywir. Hall, gisio troi. Mesaib ar ergyd. Pennec ar y bediad da. Yn isel i'w chwith. Brynawn i Cronin. Mae'n gol ar blat i'r Bala. Ergyd rymus gan Hussein Mesaib, ond oedd hi syth at Pennec. Amser gan Burke yng nghanol cae. Codi ben, ar ganfod Ola Ibrahim. Geisiwn deibio'r eilydd Rio Booth. Nôl iddo fo gan Louis Hall. Hall mewn i'r cwrt Cosby, groesiad gan y postyn pellach lle oedd Harry Dean yr ithro mewn. Symudiad da gan y Bala lawr y chwith. Groesiad mymryn, rhy bell o flaen Harry Dean. Bright rwan. A'r bas ymlaen i Tristan Jenkins. Wedyn dibeu Digbw. Digbw, ymestyn. A'r bel i Mesahib. Digbw, ond y ciwio fyny yn y cwrt Cosby. Mae'n disgyn i Mesahib tu allan i'r cwrt. Mendes, chwilio i gyfuno ar ymosodwr. Mendes yr ergyd ar arbediad gan Alex Pennec. Tipyn gwell gan y Bala. Jenkins. Bas i Bright gyffyrddiad. Trwm gan yr ôl asgellwr. Yr ergyd wedyn gan yr eilydd Rio Booth. Hwna'n gyfla. Eilen elli oedd yn gyfartal. Todd y cyffyrddiad gan Bright ddim y gora. Oedd y bas yn wych gan Tristan Jenkins iddo fo. Rio Booth wedyn brysio'r ergyd braidd. Can, geisiwm di fi Owen. Yr ergyd dod i mewn. Arbediad wych gan Joel Torrance. Fe o'n disgyn i Cronin. O'n drosodd wedyn gan Rio Booth. Ethan Can, hannar llathan. Ergyd rymus. Ond yna'n ffodus iddo fo, oedd hi'n syth at Joel Torrance. Yr osodd yn gry. Louis Hall, tu mewn i Billington. Mendes. A Billington drwy'r canol. Sam Billington yn y cwrt Cosby. Billington yr ergyd. Ar erbyn goes dde y golwr Pennec ag allan am gig gornel. Hwna'n gyfla i selio'r triffwynt i'r Bala.
Ie, y Bala yn fuddigol ar faes tegid nos Wener. Wedyn ni gweddill gemau heddi Caernarfon. Triffwynt arall iddyn nhw yn erbyn Llan Sawel. Hwlffordd yn colli o 2 gol i 2 yn erbyn y Seintiau Newydd. Triffwynt i dîm John Disney Ceicona lawr yn y brif ddinas. A wedyn ni fel i ni di sôn, oedd hwnna'n dipyn o gêm yn y Flint. Pen y Bont yn ennill hwnna o 4 gol i 2. 2 gol gan nhw y deulu. Fe fydd yr holl uchafbwyntiau ar gael i chi ar ein cyfryngau cymdeithasol ni. Ond Siôn Meredith, wedi ni siarad am yr hanner cyntaf yna am ddrama. Mae wedi bod yn 3/4 awr anodd iawn i fai Colwyn. Geithon nhw'r gol gynta, Nathan Pete yn sgorio. Ni'n mynd i weld y gol yna nawr. Nawr Siôn, oedd hi bach yn fler, ond bydd bai Colwyn ddim yn poeni normodol am hwnna, achos oedd pethau lot yn wath i nhw.
Ti'n iawn, oedd hi yn fler. Nifer o cyrff yn y blwch bach a Pete jyst yn cael ei drod iddi. A ti'n meddwl fan nawr yw'r sgript wedi cael ei ysgrifennu. Dyw bai Colwyn ddim yn ildio, ond am hanner ni wedi cael gyda Cyril yn cael cerdyn coch a wedyn 2 gol i Ian Owen. Ond, fel o'n i'n gweud, ti'n gweld y gol na, ti'n meddwl, dim ffordd nôl mewn i'r gêm a'i Bari.
Nath pethau newid yn gyflym iawn, fel nes ti sôn. Ian Owen yn union i'r sgôr i'r Bari, Siôn. Be nes ti o hyn, achos camgymeriad enfawr gan Cyril yn yr amddiffyn i Bai Colwyn?
So'n deall beth oedd e'n trial wneud fyna, achos mae'n hawdd jyst roi'r y bêl nôl i'r gol geidwad, ond mae fe'n jyst yn gofyn gormod ond oedd fe, fel so fe'n trio creu ongl iddo fe, oedd ddim angen iddo fe wneud, a mae rhaid i roi clod i Ian Owen, achos mae fe'n benydd arbennig o dda, dwi ddim yn hawdd, mae'r ongl yn un dyn, mae fe'n cael digon o pŵer arni, mae Cyril yn ein dda i ddod nôl, ti'n meddwl, ydy yn mynd i cael ei drod neu iddi, ond y ffaith amdani, ar ei drod chwith, mae fe'n cael digon o pŵer, a mae'n gol dda.
Ian Owen yn neud yn dda iawn fyna. Ti'n gallu gweld oedd yr hyder gyda fe wedyn ni, achos fe gath yr ail gol, a oedd e'n y man cywir, y lle cywir fan hyn, Siôn?
Yn hollol. Unwaith ti'n cael y gol gynta, ti'n cael bach o hyder, a nes ni tynnu sylw at Ian Owen ar ddechrau y gêm fel chwaraewr i wylio, a fi fath bod fi wedi gwneud yna, achos unwaith ti'n cael y gol gynta na, ti'n llifo gyda hyder, a mae'n benni hwnna'n gelfydd. Ti'n hollol iawn, mae fe'n y man cywir ar yr adeg cywir, ond mae fe'n neud i edrych yn hawdd, a dyna be mae hyder yn neud, a dyna be mae ennill gol yn neud i. Ond mae rhaid i roi marc cwestiwn ar y gol geidwad, unwaith eto, Brown, dim am y tro cynta hyn o, jyst yn colli ddi o flan i ddwylo fe.
Achos y thema cyn y gêm, Siôn, oedd pa mor gadar mae amddiffyn Bai Colwyn wedi bod. Dyma'n unwaith o'r blaen maen nhw wedi ildio 2 gol mewn gêm. Be ti'n credu ath o'i le iddyn nhw ran y 2 gol yna?
Colli pennau i ryw raddau. Cyril... Y ffaith bod e'n rhoi y gol gyntaf na i ffwrdd, fi'n siŵr bod hwnna'n yn cnoi fel petai. Felly, ath e mewn yn hwyr ar Ian Owen, oedd hi'n uchel, oedd hi'n hwyr, oedd hi'n gerdyn coch. Colli bennau am rhyw 10 munud, a dyna sydd wedi costi nhw'n y hanner cyntaf nawr. Y cwestiwn mawr yw beth all Mike Wilde a'i dîm y ffordd i wneud yn yr hanner i edrych i ddod nôl mewn i'r gêm yma.
Wel, ni'n mynd i weld y garden coch, a dwi ddim wedi bod yn hanner, oedd hi ddim yn hanner cynta dda i Cyril o gwbl, achos nath e'r camgymeriad o ran y gol, a wedyn ni fel o ti'n sôn, carden coch fan hyn, a eto, colli benna.
Dim angen i fe wneud e. Oedd Ian Owen wedi troi yn dda, ac os dim byd arno fyna, os dim unrhyw beth yn mynd i ddigwydd sy'n mynd i creu unrhyw fath o broblemau i Bai Colwyn. Felly, sa'n siŵr yn hollol pam bod e wedi mynd mewn mor uchel a mor hwyr.
Mae fe werth nodi. Dyma'r ail carden coch mae Bai Colwyn wedi cael mewn pethefnos hefyd. Gath George Hughes i hala o'r penwythnos diwethaf. Mae hwnna'n mynd i fod yn bach o boen i Mike Wilde, yn gwybod, bod e ffili cadw nhw gyd ar y car?
Wel, unrhyw rheolwr. Os ti'n colli chwaraewyr trwy anafiadau, ti'n ffili wneud dim byd o beth i hwnna, ond y ffaith syml amdani, os ti'n cael cerdyn coch yn sydwetha, un arall heno, mae hwnna'n broblem.
Maen nhw wedi cael anafiadau hefyd. Be ti'n credu bydd y cynllun nawr o ran Mike Wilde? Be mae fe mynd i fod yn weid yn ystafell newid yna?
Wel, mae Owen wedi gorfod oddi ar y car oherwydd anaf. I fi falle newid siap y tîm. Dydy Jordan Davies jyst yn rhedeg y llinell flan ar ben ei hunan. Allan nhw'n wneud nhw am 45 munud. So, mae rhaid i fe edrych i cael chwaraewyr mlaen yn bellach lan y car.
Siôn, diolch yn fawr iawn am dy amser di am y tro, a pen wythnos nesaf, wel mae hon yn gaddo i fod yn dipyn o ornest. Cei Conna, Tîm John Disney yn erbyn Pen-y-bont, Rhys Griffiths ail yn erbyn Pedwerydd yn y gyngrair yn fyw ar-lein ac ar eich teledu clyfar. Ddydd Sadwrn nesaf, Pen-y-bont fel ni, nôl lan y gogledd, nôl lan fan hyn yn y gogs, a rhywun arall sydd yma gyda ni heno yw Malcolm Allen. Helo, Malc, ti'n oce?
Ti'n iawn, dwi'n sad.
Jess yn gyflym iawn, be nes ti o'r hanner cynta fanna?
Genna. Mwynhau, go iawn. Colwyn Bay, dechrau droi flaen, mynd ar y blaen. dangos cymeriad a torchi llewis gan y Bari i ddod yn ôl fo'n i gem, ond mae'r fantais mawr gyda nhw chwan y 11. Maen nhw'n licio'r meddiant a mae'n rhaid i Michael Wilde cymryd risg yn yr ail hanner i fynd dyn am ddyn a gwrthio'i dîm reit i fyny'r cae.
Ie, mae'n mynd i fod yn ail hanner ddiddorol iawn. Mae hefyd yn mynd i fod yn wythnos rhyngwladol ddiddorol iawn, Malcolm, achos dydd Mercher fe fydd Craig Bellamy yn enwi i garfan ar gyfer y 2 gêm yn erbyn Liechtenstein a wedyn i gogledd Macedonia. Ni'n mynd i gael chat fach o ran chwaraewyr Cymru. Siwd maen nhw'n wneud i'w clybiau nhw ar hyn o bryd. Un enw fi'n teimlo fel ni'n siarad amdano lot yw Rwben Colwyn. Gymaint o sôn am pa mor arbennig mae wedi bod i Gaerdydd hyd yn hyn y tymor hwn. Oedd e yn y garfan ddiwetha oherwydd anafiadau i chwaraewyr eraill. Beth yw dy farn di am y sefyllfa gyda Rwben?
Rhaid chi edrych am Rwben i hun, oce? Oedd pobl yn mynd i anghofio amdano fo. Oedd o'n mynd i greu argraff tymor yma yn yr adran gyntaf, oedd pobl yn mynd i anghofio amdano Rwben Colwyn a sef wedi just driffio allan o'r gem. Doedd ddim dyn eina. Mae Brian Barry Murphy wedi gwneud gwych o dacdeg yma yma i reid y capdan iddo fo, reid yr armband iddo fo, ac yn lle bod o'n pasio'r cyfrifoldeb ar y cae, mae o'n Cymru cyfrifoldeb, a mae'n arwain y tu yna. Dydy o ddim wedi bod ar ei ora yn bob un gem, ond mae wedi bod yn gynnwys yn chwarae a cychwyn yn 14 gem. Felly mae'n deud lot, a mae o'n ffynnu ar be mae'n wedi cael yma. A wedyn beth sy'n digwydd i mynd dangos i siampl ar y cae. Da ni gyd erioed i cwestiynu faint o talent, potensial sy'n ganddo fo. Rwan mae o ar ben i gêm. Mae o'n gorau bod yn y garfan, sa fi'n dechrau fo, di Ari Wilson di mae'r gael yn Liechtenstein, chwarae Rwben Colwyn, oherwydd mae o'n wahanol, a mae o'n cynnig pethau gwahanol, a nid rechdi ar ochr i sedd, oherwydd y cyffro sy'n ganddo fo.
Wel, ni wedi creu graffeg bach just yn dangos, siwd mae sgorwyr Cymru, siwd mae'r chwaraewyr yn neud ar hyn o bryd.
Ie, dim yn gred.
Dwi ddim yn gred, ond Malcolm, enw arall, Kiefer Moore yn sgorio hat-trick yn erbyn Coventry nithwr. Mae cymaint o ddadle o ran yw Cymru yn dîm well gyda Kiefer Moore yn dechrau yn yr ymosod. Beth yw dy farn di?
Un cwestiwn. Mae'n well gan fi Kiefer Moore yn tîm fi, yn tîm Cymru. Dim diffyg parch Mark Harris. Dwi'n meddwl bod Mark i fyny'r lefel yna. Mae'n gweithio galad. Sy'n ddim yn rhedeg mwy na fo. Ond wyt ti wedyn yn colli rhywun fel Kiefer Moore sy'n wedi sgorio. A dyna sy'n ennill gema. So, bendant, efo'r balans, mae Kiefer Moore yn mynd i sgorio'r goliau yma. Mae hefyd yn cynnig opsiwn gwahanol i dyn ar y bel, fydda ni'n groesi'n uchel. Fydda chdi'n gwneud efo Mac. Mae yna wedyn yn deud bod chdi yn ella 2-3 cyfag i ddim o'n gem, yn lle 4-5 wrth i'r bel yn yr awyr i fyny at Kiefer. A mae Kiefer, mae'r gol yn edrych yn anfarth i Kiefer ar y funud, mae gyfer gol hat-trick neithiwr yn ebyn y tîm, oedd ar brig y pencampwriaeth, mae'n rhaid chdi chwarae fo. A mae Bellamy wedi deud erioed yn y marn ni, bod o'n licio chwaraewyr sy'n chwarae ddau clwb. Sam llawer yn nhw'n tanio goliau.
Ond mae Kiefer Moore yn ar hyn o bryd.
Mae Kiefer Moore yn, a Safiri Rwben yn lle Harry, a fo cael profi pwynt. Sam ysbrydoliaeth gwell unrhyw chwaraewr, profi pobl wrong.
Just yn gyflym, Malcolm. Rhaid ni sôn am Aaron Ramsey. Mae wedi bod yn dipyn o wythnos iddo fe. Mae fe wedi penderfynu terfynu i gytundeb gyda Pumas mas yn Mexico. Sdim clwb gyda fe ar hyn o bryd. Faint o ran sydd gyda fe i chwarae yng Ngarfan Cymru?
Anfarth y ran. Dim fel chwaraewr dyddi yma yn y marn ni, ond fel rhywun, efo Rwben Colwyn yna, chwaraew gan o cae, ymosodol, so mae'n mynd i pasio gymaint ymlaen iddo fo, yn yr ystafell newid na, mae yna rôl mawr iddo fo. A dwi'n hapus go iawn bod o ddim wedi deud ar ei give up ar y lefel rhyngwladol, bod i captan Cymru, wel fydd o yna, paid o pwydi.
A mae'n mynd i fod yn wythnos mawr i dîm Craig Bellamy, Liechtenstein a Gogledd Macedonia. Reit, Malcs, nôl at ti lan i'r pwynt sylwebu yna, achos i ni'n barod am yr ail hanner fan hyn, Mike Colwyn. Felly nôl, a ni nawr, un tîm sylwebu ni, hi fan ia, y mis Tachwedd. Diddorol. Nôl at y ti, Dylan.
Welcome back to the Blue Turtle Arena, and the man in view there, Ian Owen, is the man with 2 goals, giving Bala Town a 2-1 advantage over Colwyn Bay at the Blue Turtle Arena. The Steve Jenkins would have expected him to be the happier man at half-time, but he just walked past the changing room and he just didn't look very happy. Thought his team could have won the game by half-time. And with a couple of chances that we've seen, he could have been correct. I just think he knows how much of a hard nut to crack Colwyn Bay have been this season, and he knows that second goal advantage will be key for Bala Town if they're to get a win on the road. It's 11 against 10 in the Cymru Premier League. Colwyn Bay 1, Barry 2, 45 minutes to go. Callum Sainty, Ellis Williams to Robbie Wilmot. Formations for Barry are the same. 3 at the back, the 2 wing backs. Midfield 3+2 up top. Able to pick their passes in acres of space while Colwyn Bay drop off. Magason tries to slide rule a pass to Mickey George. We have Malcolm Allen joining us again in a minute after giving an interview at half-time. Mike Wilde. Aaron Edwards. Louis Robles and can't keep it in play. Malcolm Allen's back with us after jogging up the stairs. Welcome back, Malcolm. It was a...
Well, I would have been quicker, but Lewis Cyril, who was sent off in the first half for Colwyn Bay, was walking in front of me. So I stopped him. And I looked at his face, and he was in so much pain that he had let the team down. Now I said to him, look, these things happen in life, but what will be worse for Michael Wilde, your manager, if you don't come back a better player.
Yeah, fair comment,
and
Malcolm.
learn from what you've done.
Fair comment. Wilmot, what a ball that is. Nathan Pete heads away. He'll go out for a long throw. I totally agree, Malcolm. Totally agree. They've been on such a great run.
He's been ever present. He's played every minute. Now then.
Barton. Wilmot. Pete again. Hooks it away. It'll definitely be a game of cat and mouse for Colwyn Bay. I think they'll receive plenty of attacks during the next 45 minutes. Can they spring anything on the break?
There he is.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed, young Lewis Cyril.
But you learn more from your disappointments.
Yes, of course you do.
And you know what I like? He was hurting.
Yeah.
That means he cares.
Yeah. Brown fires it down. Callum Sainty wins a duel against Jordan Davis. Mickey George trying to fire it forward to 2 willing runners up top. Ian Owen and Ollie Hulbert, who basically caused problems all the first half. Pete. Louis Robles won't give up on anything. Sainty, spare man, gets it clear. Ellis Williams looks a good athlete, Malcolm, at the left wing back. Hulbert across, great tackle, superb tackle from Pete. Hulbert. George on the edge of the box, plays it inside the Barton. George opts to keep the ball instead of putting it in.
Yeah, there won't be any rush in this, there'll just be patience. But if you're going to do something quickly, you can't just be one tempo when you've got 11 against 10. You're just going to get him into a false sense of security, get him into a trap, and then just go bang, bang, bang.
Cargo gets it back to Williams. Williams takes a touch out of his feet. Ian Owen persists in marking him, puts him off. Will Richards forward. Wilmot, Robbie Wilmot.
Yeah, this is the kid that you're talking about, Ellis Williams. 21 on his back, left back. Well, he's a left wing back. He's got the energy to get up and down. Yeah, seen some flashes of quality from him. He's just got to time his runs sometimes. You know, he's gone. You don't have to overlap. You can underlap, go inside. Where he is now, he can do that more.
It's great first touch from Wilmot, just in front of the gantry here. Can he get the cross in? Owen in the box. Richards. Referee will play on Jamie Cummins, just catching Richards from behind. Magason. He'll get the free kick that time.
Haven't seen him at all.
Aaron Edwards gets the free kick.
A little bit quiet this game. Normally you see him with a rough little tackle, or getting in between players and getting Gene players up, and communication. With all his experience, he's got to get. If they're going to get something out of this game, they've got to up it a little bit. They have, as I said, they would do. They push the team up a little bit up the field. So when they do win it, hopefully they'll be in Barry's half. That will be then closer to the goal that they're attacking.
Michael Wilde just sussing out Williams in front of him there at right wing back. Could be using another one or two of his substitutes.
There's Danny Harrison right beside him shouting instructions on the pitch.
Brown, Alex Brown. It's a great free kick. It's a good leap from Sainty. Could be important in defending set plays in the second half. Wilmot. The race is on. Ian Owen against Williams. It's a great race. Both rapid players. Owen whips it across the front. His delivery wasn't great, but great effort by the right back as well, by the way, Aaron Williams, to stay with young Owen. He just was down on the
I know, but he
floor
changed
5
gear.
minutes ago.
He was right in front of us. He gave him 5 yards there and still made the ground up and got to the ball first. It was just then, that's when you need the composure, to have the skill, have the fitness to get past him, then get the end product. There's no point of doing all that good work if you don't get an end product.
Barton.
Does he want his hat-trick?
Yeah, well...
Does he want it enough?
Do you know, Mal, when you're commentating like we have done for years, one of the worst scenarios you get into is when we both mention, and everybody else mentions as commentators, that it almost becomes like a practice game. And at the moment, it's just slipping into that attack and defence. Can we have anything more? Can we see some sort of comeback?
Yeah, I can't stand end games myself, but I'm looking at it. If I was a scout...
Great ball. What a ball that is across. The clearance by Mickey George in the end is not a bad clearance at all, because that was right in a danger area. Brilliant cross from Jordan Davis. And that's what Mickey George is trying to tell his players alongside him. They could go anywhere, this one, Mal, when he clears it.
Yeah, they've got to close him down to start with, haven't they, to stop that happening. But he's going to put him in that danger zone, just in the middle of that 6-yard box.
Davis goes out to take the corner. Nathan Pete, Aaron Edwards, some great headers of the ball in the box, waiting for the delivery. Davis with pace. Pete with the first contact. Cagbo with the second. Free kick given against him for a leap against Barton, I think.
Yeah, not a lot on it. He just jumps early and gets over his shoulder. So then, you see that Barton can't jump. But I was just coming back to I'm a scout now. I'm watching. He scored 2 goals already. I'll be watching how his appetite is for one more to get his hat-trick. Not that he's just happy with his 2. I want to see that attitude. I want to see that hunger, that passion, that desire to go and get his hat-trick.
Well, he has 30 minutes or 37 minutes left to get one. Jordan Davis is keen to get on most of the free kicks at the moment. I don't think we want you there, Jordan, if you're 2-1 behind, taking a free kick, son, on your own halfway line.
No, come on.
Needs to be in the box.
He's a top scorer. 7 goals in all competitions this year, Jordan.
Very surprised how deep Barry have dropped from this, by the way. They're right on the edge of their 18. George Ratcliffe, the goalkeeper, is trying to send them out. I think he knows George. He's trained with Davis before. He'll put in a good area, and it's a great area. Ratcliffe. Little shove off the ball from Ford as he went to collect. Referee, or linesman, puts the flag up for offside anyway, I think.
But again, what did Ratcliffe do early? Shouts. Keepers, he says. So, he's took the doubt out of the air. His defenders know he's coming, and the centre forwards are scared of him. Then they foul him. Do you remember how they conceded the first goal with a long throw? What happened? He stayed on his line. Ever since then,
showed a bit of composure
and braveness.
And he's keen to get the first ball this time. Ford heads away, come in.
And as a defender, Jonah, you used to be a centre-half. When the keeper says that, you pick up the seconds off him.
Yeah, absolutely. When you've got your goalkeeper and he's showing you confidence, like you said, he's come since the goal, like you said, they haven't been great punches, but George has made contact with about 6 or 7 set plays and done his job.
I'd be happy with him making a decision, see? Like he has done.
Sainty. Game's just gone a little bit untidy for Barry at the moment. Wilmot. Williams. Williams against Williams. Good work from the right back again. Aaron Williams, he's done well in stopping the cross. Ellis Williams tries to get the cross in.
Yeah. And again, there ain't going to be not much of a rush for Barry to take these, but he's done well today. Best I've seen him for a while, Sanity.
Callum, young Callum, yeah. Well, he's been playing in midfield and he's pushed back in today into centre-back spot, and he's done well, like you said. Key on these set plays. He will be the #1 target here for Robbie Wilmot to try and pick out. Great corner.
Better.
Great take from the young goalkeeper. Positive. Great collect from Brown.
We heard it from here. You know, that says something.
Shea. Superb kick as well. Headed clear for Will Richards. Yeah, after 14 league chance for the hat-trick. Oh! Seen the stars a bit early there, young Ian Owen. Steve Jenkins below us has got his head in his hands. What a chance that was.
Well, while it's still 2-1, there's still a chance for Colwyn Bay. But now, do you know what? I think he's one of them forwards who's had too much time.
Yes. Yeah.
He doesn't like that. He doesn't like thinking time. He likes a first-time finish.
He'll learn that. He should learn that within
composure
experience.
Side.
Yeah, composure.
Yeah. But that will help, Mark, if you train and coach. Where's the goalie? On this angle, where's he going to be?
Yeah. But there's no doubt his running ability will get him plenty more chances this season. And after 14 games, we just come up with a start. Malcolm is a great start, well done. No Barry player has scored 2 goals. No, they have. And he's looking for the 3rd now.
Yeah, the top scorer was 2 goals. Hobart, up to now, before this game.
But when you're the manager, see, Malik, what we talk about, you're in that dugout. You're Jenkins now. You haven't won for 6 games. You've gone 2-1 up on a half an hour. And then in the next half an hour, you've had 5 easy chances. Easy chances as well.
You would be pulling your hair out because you know the next goal's a killer. You know, it will kill the game off. You'll go home happily on the bus.
It will kill the game off if it's your goal. If it's the other end, it could make it a point apiece, and that would be a bad result today.
Well, look, here he is, look.
He's going through it, you know, this afternoon.
Well, he is. Steve Jenkins, he's a passionate man.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, he's feeling it, and he understands football. He's been in the game a long time, very experienced player and manager.
Alex Brown's kicking a great ball the second half.
Hardest thing in football is to change the momentum in a game. Now, if Colwyn Bay scores the next one, that changes everything.
Owen, it's great tracking from Cargbo. Tracked his man really well, keeps it in play. Also, Colwyn Bay play their way out quite well there. But it's eventually gone out from Nathan Peat.
I just wonder sometimes, because I know I wasn't, I've got to be truthful, my experience is that, did I understand that bit of momentum, of how he changes? A hard tackle sometimes, you know, affects everybody around you. Go, geez, he's having a go, we better have a go too. You know, a goal can obviously change the momentum. Does the players know it when they're actually running around? I don't think so. Well, most of them do.
Well, I can tell you this, that's what the manager is looking for somebody to go and produce for him. Yeah. You cannot do everything from that touchline, Malcolm.
Well, absolutely not.
Once they cross that line...
You rely on them. You rely on the players. And we've been there many times, crossed that line and things are not going well. But you just have to, you know, roll your sleeves up and say, not every game's going to be perfect.
Brown. Michael Wilde might be the happier of the 2 managers at at the moment. It's a crazy situation to be in. You're down to 10 men. You're 2-1 behind.
And you're going to maybe only create 2 or 3 chances in the second half.
But you're still in the race.
You're still in the game.
Solomon Ford, Aaron Williams. Ford. Jordan Davis trying to get in behind Will. Richards clears. Jamie come in. Edwards. I think Edwards may have heard you 5 minutes ago. You know, Mally's had more touches since you said he hasn't had many. Oh, strong defending. Needed to be.
Yeah, but people like Robles and Jordan Davis have got to be biting now.
Richards. Williams.
Two small centre forwards.
Clears his lines.
Get into them. Get the ball into them.
Wilmot. Owen. Magason getting forward again. Great ball to Mickey George. George, will he drive it across? Does drive it across, comes off. Elliot Richardson goes over the top. Another chance goes amiss for Bala Town. Brown palms it out. Hits Richards on the thigh and goes over the bar, and it stays at 2-1.
Great move. Great ball. Picks his head up. Picks the pass out. You know, again, I've got to question, why does he just palm that out into the danger zone? He's got to learn very, very quickly on this. He's got to see the video of today's game from his point of view to learn. Can't just go home and think about it. He's going to watch it, and I'm sure Michael Wilde will be going through it in training this week with him. Look, let's learn from this together. What can we do? Put the ball into the young lad's head. What would you do next time? What would you do next time? You know, and then he'll take the responsibility of, yeah, okay, I'm a better man for learning and not making them mistakes again.
Definitely. At that age, he's going to go through good games and bad games. Robles just itching their way back into this game as Barry continued to miss chance after chance. Owen. Yoyan Owen. George will gallop. Magason looks like galloping outside him. He's made a great run. George comes inside. That extra man with a chance to get your passes around the pitch has paid off for Barry. Everything. Their passing's been good. Their chances created have been good. Their chances taken haven't been good. Williams. Ford. Davis will not give up. Davis will keep going. Robles will keep going.
Yeah, but Sainty was asking for it. You know, if you hang on to the ball for that long, you're going to get kicked.
Barton.
Not kicked, but a follow-through.
Williams. Ellis Williams. Robbie Wilmot in acres of space. Does he deliver, or will he take him on? Does deliver, edge of the box. Again, Elliot Richards is up there. His touch wasn't great.
Yeah, you know, he was behind him now. I don't know if you then shouted for the far post, but they're knocking on the door. Barry, he just...
I think he does take a swipe, you know, Mal, with his left foot. He just missed. He didn't get it on target. He didn't get a good connection. But Wilmot again in space, looking to create that third goal.
I know, but when looking for that third goal, you might leave gaps, but, you know, I'd rather go for the third than sit back and just have the 2-1. I know that is a dangerous game. You know, what's interesting about Michael Wilde and Colwyn Bay here, and, you know, got promoted last year, only losing one game. That was the first one, wasn't he? Got promoted running
4-0.
And then you get rid of your main striker. Your top striker who scored 20-odd goals for you, Craig Linfield, he's gone to Holywell. And you think, you know why? You've got to give him credit. He understands the league. He understands the levels, doesn't he?
Well, in fact, I think that the main striker, Forlan Etley, also didn't travel up another league. He sits at Cameron and Clydach now. Mine doing a great job, and Cameron and Clydach go top of the Cymru South at present.
Are they ready to go up?
Oh, definitely. I think, yeah, it's really nice to see him go up as well. Let's get a Ronda team back in the league.
I was going to say,
going back to the old Tom Penta days.
Yeah.
Again, Owen. Richards the man in the box again. Wasted chance again. Chance after chance after chance. Jamie Cumming. Robles makes a great run. Richards
done well.
Does really well.
Reads the pass. Just read the pass.
Read it and left an elbow just across in the right place as well. Magason. When you've been on a run, Mal, like Barry Town, who haven't won in their last 5 games,
they've forgotten how to win.
Yeah, and but it may be frustrating, but the 2-1 victory, if it does stay at 2-1, even with all the chances they've had. Oh, Mickey George, can he take the shot on? George, left-footed George, it's a block by Pete. Cagbo, Barton on the edge. Cagbo's worked hard. Yeah, going back to Barry, when you're 2-1 ahead, and even if it stays 2-1 with the frustration, it'll still be a gigantic 3 points. It's just all this game is about now is leaving the pitch with 3 points.
Massive. I don't think, unless you've maybe played a little bit of the game, no disrespect to people who haven't, but what I'll say is this: them 3 points don't just give you 3 points. It builds up momentum, builds up confidence, builds up a spirit in that dressing room that you don't want to lose again.
And the 5-hour journey home becomes a 2.5-hour journey home. Pattern is set. Pattern is set for the next 25 minutes in this game. Barry, possession, passes, chances created. Colwyn Bay working their socks off to stay in the game. And they are working hard. The defence, their midfield and their forwards. It's 10 against 11. Can Barry finish the act early, or can Colwyn Bay cling on to the last 5 or 10 minutes? Williams. Acres of space to travel into. Williams. Wilmot. Loves a cross from the left-hand side. Richards on the edge. Wilmot, can he get a goal? Wilmot is in front of goal. He pulls it back. Big chance. That is the 3rd goal. Hulbert's had chance after chance. And then he puts it in the back of the net. Ollie Hulbert. Brilliant work from Elliot Richards and Robbie Wilmot, setting up Ollie Hulbert to make it Colwyn Bay 1, Barry Town 3.
I love the way you put it in the net there. Just, I missed 2. This is the one. I'm not missing this one. Power, positive, head down, power through it. Have a look at this. When he comes to him, it's a bit bobbly. No way that's on my right foot. Is coming across my body, and I'm just making it, keeping it down, head over it, and power.
Yeah, it's a good finish.
Great
from
finish.
Barry's top scorer for the last couple of seasons, Ollie Hulbert. And the front 2, a brace from Ryan Owen and a single goal from Ollie Hulbert.
He meant that.
Give the Linnets a 3-1 advantage at Colwyn Bay, and it's a big task. What may have been a small mountain is now Everest for Colwyn Bay.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Especially with 10 men. It makes it even more difficult. There's not many teams that can come back from 3-1 down with 10 men.
I think we did talk, Mal, when they went down to 10 and said that Wilmot could be key, because with his Football League experience, he will find the gaps, he will find the passes, and he's created about 6 or 7 chances.
Yeah, he has, and this man will be extremely happy with this. You know, you could say what you want, that the game would have been different with 11 against 11.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, what's the point? That's hindsight. You know, you take the 3 points, you take the positives, how your team's played, and move on and learn, get better.
Robles, Jordan Davis and Robles still working their socks off to try and get something up top. Aaron Edwards, edge of the box. Robles. Williams, Aaron Williams. Can he put it in? His body's in the box. There's 3 or 4 in. Could have gone in first time. He'll get his chance now. Has to put it over now. He's taking too many touches.
He was waiting for the tackle. He was waiting for the tackle to maybe try and go down for the penalty.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That is a great block by Will Richards, because there could have been a couple of shouts for handball here. But he's done well not to put a hand on this, you know.
You know what? Will Richards is quicker than what you think, you know. You know, he's like a... He thinks you think that he's plodding, but not. He can open his legs up. Gets the block on.
Davis, Jordan Davis. Headed in. It's the post. Clear-cut header, I think, is from Jamie Cumming. He has his hand in his head. He's 6 yards out. Goalkeeper decides to stay this time.
You know, and I feel like he's on his way down. Have a look at it again. He's up. Oh no, he's up there. I think what's put him off is Pete.
It's a little bit unlucky, you know.
Pete's on his back, and he's just, instead of him hitting it on the forehead, he's hit him on the side of the head, and that's why it's angled that way and hit the post.
Woodwork for Colwyn Bay.
Pete should have been in a better position, coming in from behind him, and maybe shouted early.
It's a great header this time from Pete. Callum Sainty. Margerson. Sounds like there might be a substitution being made, Mal. How disappointed are you going to be if you're the number 9 with that brace now? Or are you going to take your brace and be happy?
I'd never be happy, mate.
No, I didn't think you would. A forward's a forward, but I'll tell you what. Good player coming on. Morgan Wigley. I've seen him down at the last televised game. He came on as a substitute and scored. He's on loan from Cardiff City. He'll be itching to get a goal also.
Yeah, he's 21. You know, he's not a youngster, but he is. He's 21.
Breaks on. Passes it off. Look for the second. Oh, and again. Ollie Hulbert gets a shot off. Is a decent block by Cargbo. Williams. Come in. Good intervention from Barton. Owen with a shot. Goalkeeper collects a second time.
Hey, I know his confidence is not high at the moment because of conceding 3 goals, of course. You know, he's had a great season up to now with Colwyn Bay, but Alex Brown, he's got the old Toblerone hands.
Owen, looks like he's holding the back of his hamstring there.
Oh, they won't be taking any chances with him, that's for sure. These are these 2 goals. It's a great, it's a great finish because the angle he's at. But this one, I love this one better. And he'll love it more as well because he's
Poacher's goal.
In. Yeah, Poacher's goal. Sniffed it out. And you know, we say about defenders, they react. Centre forwards anticipate, and that's what he did.
Yeah, it says Jenkins, thank you very much, son. The brace was marvellous. You've most probably edged us to a 3-point haul this afternoon, and we needed it. Morgan Wigley comes on, and Wigley will be keen, like I said, to get on the score sheet.
No better opportunity for him either, you know, to play men's football. He's only played the 23s and that for Cardiff City. He's 21. You know, so he's been around a little while without really seen him enough to say, yeah, look, good potential. You've seen him once or twice.
Yeah, when you go on, that's what I'm saying, when you go on a loan like that from a professional club, his aim has to be to come, Barry to finish in the top 6. If he could leave by the end of the season with 7 or 8 goals, really boosts his aura in the game.
Create an impression,
and he's got the ability. Headed away, Cargbo. Hulbert starting to enjoy himself since that goal's gone in. Mickey George covers Everly Brady glass as usual. Cargbo, brilliant defensive work from Eunice Cargbo. Robles.
He's gone out.
Just run out of play.
Yeah, he's got to time this, hasn't he? Look at him. He's got determination on his face. He doesn't just time it, he actually keeps it.
And takes 2 men out at the same time. Excellent bit of substitute play there from Eunice Cargbo. The type of work ethic and bit of skill that'll get you back in the starting 11. Barton in midfield. Davis says no free kick. Referee says free kick.
Yeah, it'd be easy to get frustrated now. Don't lose your head. Don't get a silly yellow card or red card or anything like that. It's really important.
Wilmot again using all his experience. He looks like he's keeping popping up on the left wing, Mal, which you really wouldn't expect. But he's just going into the space what's created.
You know, experience tells you, you know, how smart you are to just. It's not a fluke that he's always in them spaces. It's experience. He knows what angles to show to get the ball.
Centre midfielder playing out on the left wing now. Ratcliffe,
35 years of age, and he's running the shop.
George Ratcliffe, I'm sure, is having an easier afternoon than he thought he'd have. Mickey George showing acres of pace. Chance. Wigley gets his first chance since coming on. He gets it on target.
Yeah, one great thing there was he took it on the first opportunity, his first touch. Don't take a touch there, you let the goalie set himself. So he's done the right thing, just he's got to be a little bit more confident in, hey, I'm not going to beat him in the middle of the goal here. I've got to go for the corner. Just swipe it, hammer it, power it, and direct it into the corner.
75 minutes on the clock at the Blue Turtle Arena in Colwyn Bay. Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town United 3 in the JD Cymru Premier League Saturday. Tea time action. Roberts wanted the free kick, not given. Barton's been very effective cleaning up a lot of time as well in the midfield.
I liked him.
Wigley showing his pace. You might fancy taking Nathan Peat on down in the corner. What a ball from Wigley. Big chance. Tremendous cross of the afternoon, and it has to be stuck away there, Mally. Ollie Hulbert will look back at that. That is a massive chance.
Well, it's curling away from the goalie. It's in that corridor.
From the ball of the afternoon.
Oh, great. There's no question what a cross it was. And Hulbert should have made that movement a tiny bit earlier. Maybe he's a bit tired. Maybe he scored his goal and thought, oh, no, I've had one already. No. You're still going to make that run, still going to make that contact, and it's another goal for you.
Magason. Richards. Elliot Richards has been tidy in midfield. Wilmot again. Ellis Williams makes the run. Plenty of opportunity to deliver this one. Decides to go back to his captain, Wilmot, who takes the shot on. He gets the goal, most probably seals the deal on the 90 minutes. The captain, Robbie Wilmot. He's seen a lot of the ball in the second half, gets a bit of luck, which makes it Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town 4, okay. And surely
gets the goal, Jonah, right, that he deserves. Gets the goal that he deserves. Okay, you could call it a bit of luck, a bit of a fluke, but hey, it's a part of football, ricochets like this. And he won't be... when was his last goal? What I'm saying is, I know it was earlier on in the season, but here, it's what he's done all afternoon. Positive with himself.
And got into plenty of good areas.
Yeah, positive. Look, taking his man in, inside, on his right foot. A goal for power.
Substitutions being made.
I like what I'm seeing from Barry. I know they're playing against 10 men, but I like their little patterns of play. I like their movements. I like their one-touch football.
Louis Robles coming off. Jordan Davis coming off for the home team. Aaron Williams has come on. Owen Davis is also on. It definitely is, Malcolm, the goal that means the points are arriving back at Jenner Park. By the look of it, Robbie Wilmot, his name is in
100%
on as the scorer after 78 minutes to make it 4-1 to Bala Town. And Michael Wilde now most probably giving people games. Nathan Peat will keep competing. Wigley will keep competing. What Michael Wilde most probably doesn't want now is it to get even more untidy, Malcolm. Yeah, it hasn't been their day. They lost a man at a key point.
Yeah, but what's been their secret all season? Discipline. Keeping their shape.
Mickey George. Just loves bombing down that right side. Will give the free kick away there.
Jonah, I've been tied up, mate.
Well done.
Sorry, it's the cables. I'm all right now.
Malcolm Allen in a bit of trouble here with a microphone. I think he'll be okay.
It was like putting me in a corner with the ball, wasn't it? And then me having to dribble out.
Richards, heads clear. George heads clear. Substitutes about to be made again now. Jenkins can enjoy his afternoon now and give people game time. Aaron Edwards driving forward. Ethan Roberts clipping one down in the corner. To be fair to Colwyn Bay, they are not the type of team to throw the towel in at any time, and they will keep competing.
You just want to look below us about the two the manager and the assistant manager. Did you see ever Danny Harrison?
Never.
Or Michael Wilde throw the towel in?
Dan Smith and Owen Cuddihy coming on. I think it'll be Ellis Williams, 21, who's had a good game again at left wing back. Cuddihy comes on. Smith comes on for Ollie Hulbert. He has his goal of the afternoon. Again.
Yeah, he deserves this. You know, I always believe in centre forwards who work hard, they deserve a goal. He missed a couple of earlier ones in the first half when he wasn't fully committed into his runs to get a little touch on the ball. But his manager's happy and he's happy. And confidence is something you can't buy.
Owen Cuddihy, again, left-footed wing-back playing on the left-hand side, adding good shape to Barry's all-round ability. And it sees him in the top six. It was no doubt a target for Steve Jenkins and Bala Town, and they all hope they can go on a run, a better run now in the next couple of weeks, Barry.
I like what I've seen today. I know I can't really put my opinion over because they played against 10 men, but what I've seen in them, it's been a comfortable 11v10 victory.
Yeah, well, perhaps they're enjoying their Sgorio Saturdays again. Their last Sgorio Saturday was a 4-0 victory over Bala, who hadn't been defeated for ages, and they do exactly the same thing again.
So they'll want to...
Jenkins wants Saturday Sgorio every other week.
Well, you want every other week because you'll be in Cardiff.
Yeah, maybe Barry.
Barry, yeah. Closer to Cardiff, that's what I meant. Closer to home.
Cargo. Cargo defending his corner. Aaron Edwards. Cargo clears, Cumming gets a touch. Excellent play from Cumming in midfield. Jamie Cumming, Wiggly makes the tackle. Margerson. Everybody in that yellow shirt now looking to get on the ball. Cuddihy, Owen Cuddihy. Gets a crossover. Sol Ford to Jamie Cumming in midfield. Edwards sends it down. Great ball in behind. Superb ball in behind. Sainty, cool and calm at the back, just gets it back to Ratcliffe.
You know who's ran more miles out there today than all the players? The referee, Bryn Malcolm Jones. I've got to give him credit. He was 10 yards away from the incident with the sending off. Have you noticed him at all?
Done a good game.
You haven't noticed him at all, have you? He's made all decisions. No doubt. I've seen one mistake by Bryn Malcolm Jones today. I know he's been around a long time, and I know he's got great experience of the game, but you still got to go and keep your standards.
You come in. Well, I think he's okay. He gets the ball.
Yeah, the ball.
Listen, his feet might have been a tiny bit high, but he tried to play the ball.
He's got the ball.
Isn't that the game? Isn't that the game?
Yeah, he's got the ball between his legs.
Yes, definitely.
It's a skill. He's put the ball between his legs and rolled over the other way.
Wilmot again, conducting affairs in the centre of midfield. He's just got it and give it all afternoon. Richards, Barry enjoying that afternoon up in Colwyn Bay. Would have expected a much more difficult game. Circumstances have made out, especially the key moment when Lewis Siddle was sent off.
And you know what, Jonah? Looking back now, what a great decision it was to travel up on the day.
Yeah, it will be on the way back, by the way. Josh Bernard comes on. Elliot Richards, who's been effective in midfield all afternoon. He's had a decent game. Elliot Richards hasn't wasted the ball all afternoon, you know.
Yeah, you said to me, you know, after about 5 minutes of the game, or before the game, you said they've got a strong bench. And I looked at the bench that Barry had, and I never knew anyone there. But you know the boys, obviously.
Yeah, we've been down to watch them quite a lot. They've got decent players on the bench. I mean, he's got a decent squad down there now. That's he told us before the game, Mally, and he's been openly saying after weeks, chances that they've missed have been incredible. And they've got 4 goals this afternoon, which he will be pleased with. They could have had a lot more than that, you know.
Yeah, but a lot of them are Welsh as well, aren't they? So, you know, you're thinking about the Welsh seaside. You know, you look at Emmett Lewis today. He went and scored for Western-super-Mare, didn't he? Equaliser in the English FA Cup.
Yes, and they won in the extra time in the 110th
really?
minute. Yeah, so well done, Emlyn Lewis.
So what's happening with that now? The Wales B?
No news at present, Mal. There hasn't been any news for the last 18 months since the last victory against...
Well, why? It's not your decision, I know that.
Not at all.
Hold on a minute. Did you know how much it meant for them players who can't quite reach the top level?
Yeah, when you
play for Wales.
When you go around every game we've been to, every game you go to, you get asked about it. But
I was in the dressing rooms when you were in charge, and I saw the passion and the pride.
Yeah, let's hope it comes back one day, especially for the players, because the players, like you say, they gave us everything when it was there. I remember the last game we did go.
So the decision above your head, I take it.
Oh, well above my head, Mal. It's never your decision, is it? It's never your decision when you're the manager.
Let me say it's wrong.
Sam Hart on with the captain's armband as well, and his introduction has been a pretty tough one there. He's done a 50-50 tackle and felt it.
Because just going back very quickly, Paul Fairclough, the England manager, I was with him at Stevenage, and he's been asking me for months what's going on.
Fantastic player, always gives his all. It hasn't been his afternoon today. He leaves the field in the 87th minute. Aaron Edwards.
No, I think it's one of them days for Michael Wilde. You know, on his team today, it's an off day. Everyone gets off days.
Reece Nash gets time on the pitch.
It's one of them, because they've had up to now 14 games. You know, up to now they've done really well. Top 6, everything they've wanted from the start of the season they've had. Now it's a blip. How do they respond?
Yeah, perfectly put, Malcolm. Definitely, because there will be teams. It looks like the top 3, well, top 4 could be just edging away. I think we're looking at TNS, who look champion material again. You know, with their wonderful style and what they create every year. Penabont kind of having a winning again regularly. Colwyn, Connors Key now are joining that. So that top 4 could start breaking away.
I think Bridgend and Carnarvon are just a tiny bit, I think, better than the rest to fight for that second place. But that win for Carnarvon last week was essential down at Bridgend. And they built on that today, of course, with scoring, was it 4 goals again today?
4-3 at Flint. 4-3 at Flint. And Haverfordwest, who are now bottom but 1 in the table, closely defeated by the champions TNS. 3-2 down at the Bridge Meadow this afternoon.
Yeah, it makes an interesting season anyway. We know about TNS, but it's really competitive. That's why I'm saying that only 28 points will get you into the top 6 this year. Look, this today, if Colwyn Bay wins today, they are, you know, much clearer. But look what's happened. Barry have come here.
He'll drag it all together again, yeah. Ratcliffe has been
spectator
in the second half. Definitely, you'd be very pleased with that. Could have been, it looked at, with the first goal by Nathan Peat from set play, you know, it looked game on again for Colwyn Bay. Bright afternoon. But as you said, circumstances, and let's not take nothing away from the wonderful performance Bala Town have showed us this afternoon. They played good football. This man on the ball, Wilmot, has just dictated it.
Yeah.
So I'm now going to ask you, Mal, your red button man of the match.
Red button man of the match. He's not far behind, I will say that about Wilmot. He's not far behind warm-up, but I've got to give it to the 2-goal man.
Wonderful.
First half performance.
Wonderful. There you are, as a Welsh international, ex-centre forward, giving a young centre forward, Ieuan Owen, the man of the match on Sgorio's live game. Ieuan Owen gets Malcolm Allens.
But what I would say, Jonah, tell him to get an hat-trick next time.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Mal, it's been a long 90 minutes. I just called you Malcolm Allison.
Don't worry, mate.
Where's your hat?
Better than Gavin Allen.
Ieuan Owen gets the vote off Sean Meredith as well.
Yeah, he's clever.
Well done, young Ieuan. Put a smile on your face, son. You're the MOM for the afternoon.
Yeah. His first half performance, his clever runs, and his determination to get across.
And enthusiasm, Mal.
Yeah. But he needed a goal, and he's got 2 today.
Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town 4, and a couple of added minutes added on in the JD Cymru Premier. Sam Hart is obviously in distress on the far side. I think he's come on, made a tackle as soon as he came on, whether it's his knee or his back, but he doesn't look happy at all.
No, he's limping off. Worst things is that when you come back from an injury, you get another one.
Wilmot to whip the corner across. Barry still looking for another goal. Drilled across, headed in, Magason. Great header from Magason. Good save from the young keeper, Brown. Flings it wide for Cumming, but it's out of play. It's a Barry throw-in.
Yeah, you would think he should be able to make this save. It's a great, powerful, but it's middle of the goal. I'm just thankful they didn't drop it. You know, and not being critical. It's a good one. He's hit him in the middle. Make it stick.
Decent save.
Decent
save. Great save, young Alex Brown there to finish the game on a positive. Pete hooks it clear. Hart. It's back on the pitch. Roberts. Magason puts it out of play. Safe. 30 seconds left. Bala Town climb again into the top 6 position, and they will be searching for, just missed out last season. Can Steve Jenkins and his squad emulate last season's 7th position and get in the top 6? It's a bright afternoon for them. 2 goals from Ieuan Owen.
With what we've seen today, they should be really competitive in the top 6 at the split.
Cumming has challenged all afternoon and hasn't given up on any tackle. Rhys Nash, referee. Bryn Markham Jones blows the final whistle at the Blue Turtle Arena in Colwyn Bay. Just your last thoughts, Malcolm, if you would, for me, please, on a 4-1 clear victory for Barry after this 90 minutes.
Yeah, Colwyn Bay, they've got to be, just forget this game. They've had a man sent off, they were 1-0 up, then they've gone and lost the game 4-1, and it looks like a hiding, and it's been a hiding, because Barry, once they got the first goal, they changed the momentum of the game. They got the second one with Ieuan Owen, 2 in the first half. Little strikers and poachers goals, loved them. And then the second half, they just totally overawed, bullied, call it what you want. They just kept, and tactically and technically, I was really impressed by Barry today.
Great assumption, Mally, on the 19 minutes. Congratulations to Bala Town. Don't go away, there will be an interview just after this 19 minutes now with Steve Jenkins. I can see he's making his way over to Sean David now. Final score at Colwyn Bay. It's Colwyn Bay 1, Bala Town United 4.
Steve Jenkins, great to have your company. That feels like a very valuable 3 points here away at Colwyn Bay. What's your initial reaction?
Yeah, very important. We knew it was a game that we had to win. Didn't want to put too much pressure on the players, but it was a game that we needed to win, and we managed to do it.
Talk me through that first half. To go a goal down relatively early on, how pleased are you with the reaction that you saw from your players and those 2 goals from Ieuan?
So I thought we started the game really well. I thought we controlled it, and then one long throw, we lose concentration, we concede, but our reaction to conceding was brilliant, and we came back and got the 2 goals, and I felt we controlled it. I thought we were really good. Obviously the sending off affects it, but even with 11 v 10's not easy. I just felt that we made it look comfortable and full value for the 4-1.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the red card.
Yeah.
Any red card, of course, completely changes the complexion of the game. But how important was it that you stuck to the plan that you had?
100%. We try and play, and we are quite expansive on times, but the message was just sort of make sure that we play within the structure, and we did that, and probably made it look quite comfortable, and with full value for the 4 goals. So that's the pleasing thing, and it's not always that easy.
You mentioned the 4 goals. How pleased are you for your strikers today to get on the score sheet?
No, I know.
Gives them confidence.
Of course it does, and and to be fair to them, they scored 5 between themselves against Aberystwyth a couple of weeks ago. So I'm just pleased they've got league goals now, which is obviously different, and because it's not just them two. I got Morgan and I got Dan and got 4 strikers, and they work really, really hard. So it's nice they get the rewards today, because it hasn't always been like that.
And of course, Steve, there's still a lot of football to be played. But to get that top 6, what can a win like this do for you going forward now?
Oh yeah, it's important. We know, and I've said it quite a few times, we've drawn too many games, and there's games in there that we should have won. So that's been the frustrating thing, because our performances have been good. So it's nice, to come away. Probably people were looking at this and thinking, the run that Colwyn Bay were on, they will come out and be favourites and win. But we've turned that around, and I know it was in there, regardless of the sending off. So I'm really pleased. I'm pleased for the players, could put a lot of work in.
Steve, appreciate your time. Diolch,
right,
thank you.
A dyna ni, penwythnos arall wedi dod I ben, jyst i'ch atgoffa chi o'r canlyniadau yn uwch gyngrair Cymru. Caernarfon, y Seintiau Newydd, Cei Conna a Phen-y-bont, ac y Bari I gyd yn ennill. A mae Ieuan Owen yn cadw cwmni I fi fan hyn. Wel Ieuan, o'n I jyst yn siarad gyda'r rheolwr Steve Jenkins. Mae hwnna'n tymlo fel triphwynt enfawr i'r Bari, a buddugoliaeth oedd wir angen arnoch chi.
Ie, ni angen e. Mae fe'n anodd dod lan fan hyn. Yn ywedig pan mor dda mae bai Colwyn bod yn chwarae. Ond ni sgorio 4. I mean, good job.
Good job, hwnna ffordd dda I ddisgrifio fe. O'n I moyn sôn am yr hanner cynt yna, ar ôl I chi ildio mor gynnar. Be oedd yn mynd trwy'ch pennau chi, prynu?
O'n i'n gwybod bod na sut mae bai Colwyn mynd I chwarae, a sut maen nhw'n mynd I sgorio, ond ar ôl mynd 1 lawr, gobaith dal na, a wedyn I sgorio 1 arall, a wedyn 2 hanner amser.
Bydd gobaith dal yna, ti yn sicr nath roi'r gobaith i'r Bari. 2 gol I ti yn yr hanner cyntaf yna. Fi'n credu ni'n mynd I weld nhw fan hyn, ond just pa mor braf oedd I gael y 2 gol yna?
Ie, mae'r un cyntaf yn bwysig. Eb di sgorio am tipyn o amser yn y lig, ond I cael 2 yn y hanner cyntaf, mae fe'n bleser, ie.
A wedi, pan ti'n neud yn un ar un, pa mor hyderus o ti'n tymlo wedyn I gael yr ail?
O'n i'n dweud ar y mainc pan des I off. O'n i'n gwybod ar ôl sgorio 1, o'n I am sgorio 1 arall, ond just, falle bod hat-trick...
O'n i moyn ti moyn hat-trick e?
Ie, ni eisiau hat-trick, fe wedi cael 1, ond bach o bobl,
Falle tro nesa, a just yn edrych mlaen, Ieuan, 5 gêm oedd I heb buddugoliaeth i'r Bari cyn heno. Be ti'n credu y ffaith bod chi wedi dod fan hyn I fai Colwyn? Be ti'n credu all hwnna'n neud o ran hyder y garfan?
Mae'r hyder dal wedi bod yma, hyd yn oed os ni heb di ennill. Ni'n gwybod ba fath o change room sydd da ni. Ond, I cael I ennill 1 gêm, a wedyn dydd Mawrth yn erbyn Hwylffordd. Mae fe'n bach o momentum ni.
Ieuan, diolch am dy amser. Diolch yn fawr, Siôn nesaf nôl.
Diolch.
A dyma'r tabl felly cadarnhad y fuddugoliaeth yna i'r Bari. Mae hwnna di symud nhw yn ôl lan i'r 6 uchaf. Y Bala yn syrthio lawr. 2 pwynt yn unig yn hydrach sy'n gwahanu y Bari a bai Colwyn erbyn nawr. Mike Wilde, thanks for coming over. Halloween was last night. How much of a nightmare was that for Colwyn Bay?
Yeah, it did feel like a little bit of a horror show. I think everything that could have went wrong in a game has just gone wrong for us. That's football, but it's disappointing. Not just only from the 2 sloppy goals that we conceded to give them a real good foothold in the game and take advantage of our 1-0 lead. I think then we've had injuries to cope with, and obviously the sending off then doesn't help things at all. Your backs are always against it then. It does feel a little bit of a horror show today, unfortunately.
Yeah, so much happened in that game. Take me back to that first half, because you had the perfect start with Nathan getting that early goal. It feels like that equaliser from Barry, that kind of affected you, is that fair to say? The way you conceded it?
It did affect, goals affect games. We knew that we'd have to change things. We weren't going to plan on doing it in the first half, but we always change things to try and enforce the opposition to do something different. But we haven't given that opportunity tonight because of the sending off, because of a little bit of sloppy play as well with the second goal. So again, we put ourselves in a lot of stress and a position that we don't find ourselves in much. So now we're going to have to obviously dig in deep, because we just had a really good month. It was well alluded to that we didn't concede many goals, but now we have. So it's a reality check now, and there's big enough and brave enough boys in that changing rooms, myself included, to own up to some of the mistakes today, and we'll get on with it. We'll dust ourselves down and we'll go again.
I have to ask you about the red card. Any complaints with that decision?
I haven't even seen it yet. I mean, there is pointless us alluding to anything like red cards or yellow cards if the referee makes them decisions, the officials decide to do that like they did last week. There's very little we can do about it on the day, so you have to roll with it, you have to accept it, you have to change things to try and help the lads out on the pitch. I still believe if we carried on the way that we wanted to, we still could have affected the game, but we didn't, unfortunately, in the third goal then kills us.
Looking ahead now, Mike, how much of a reaction do you want to see from your players after?
Yeah, and there's no doubt about that. They will get, they'll give us a reaction, because they're that type of players. You know, we've got, we can rely on really good players and a really deep squad as well. You know, we said that this was going to happen at some point in the season, where we're going to rely on players to come in, make sure they're match fit and prove themselves. Now with the injuries that we've got, now with a couple of suspensions that we've got, it's time to obviously for them to step up to the plate as well, and we're going to have to come up with a way next week to obviously try and get back on a winning streak.
Mike, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
A dyna ni am heno. Cofiwch ddydd Sadwrn nesaf i ni nôl lan yma yn y gogledd Ceicona yn erbyn Pen y Bont yn fyw am 5 o'r gloch, yn fyw ar-lein ac ar eich teledu clyfar. A dyna ni am heno. Diolch o galon am eich cwmni chi fan hyn lan y Mae Colwyn, ac ar benwythnos Calan Gia, oedd hi'n dipyn o hynllef i dîm Mike Wilde. Y Barry yn mynd nôl lawr i'r de gyda'r triphwynt. Fi nôl lawr i'r de hefyd nawr. Diolch am wylio. Nos da.